Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Minnesota State Wrestling Tournament. We are moments away from Kasson-Mantorville going for their second ever Class 2A state title. They'll be taking on Foley in the AA championship here in a few minutes. My name is Ben Fearson. I am joined by Kevin Harfman and Adam Van Ort. Gentlemen, thanks for coming back to the XL Energy Center.
Well, and thank you, Fearson, for finally joining us over here. We were getting shunned all morning. We were feeling left out.
We really did feel kind of bad over here.
You know, I had to go watch the Knights. You know, I knew their duels would be a little closer than your duels.
Yeah, true.
And I was right. You know, I've been trying to play the Kent Harfman card all around the Twin Cities area.
Doesn't work.
Telling them I know Kent Harfman, and you would not believe the access it grants you. I mean, free parking. You know, you can get out of tickets. If you get pulled over, just mention Harfman's name, and you're good to go.
Yep, they'll throw you directly in the slammer. You won't have to worry about meals or fixing your bed or any of that.
3 meals a day, yeah.
That's right.
Yeah. So, I'd like to congratulate Foley on finishing second here at state.
Don't you dare tell our coaching staff that.
Yeah, I know, but their coaches, they can't say that. I can say that.
That's true.
That's true. So
I think you already wrestled the second toughest team in this tournament last round.
I think you might be right.
Scott West is an awfully good wrestling team, and they're taking it to Simley right now. Simley's still got a shot, but they're running out of time here. They're down 31-20 with 2 matches remaining.
yeah, they'd have to pin the last 2 to win.
Yeah, I think if Scott West had gotten on the other side of the bracket, I think they'd be who you'd be wrestling in the finals. That's my opinion anyway.
Scott West does look very good with
Yeah, and what a great year. We expected it, but what a great year for Southeastern Minnesota wrestling with Kenyon going to be wrestling for the Class A state title here later. It would be their first ever state title. Last time they were in the finals was 2009.
Okay, so I brought up earlier, and you were not here to listen.
I wasn't privy.
No, Van Ort and I couldn't figure it out, and we just defaulted to you. So, do you know, has any 2 teams from the same conference won state wrestling titles ever? Has it ever happened?
Boy, I would guess the team that Kenyon's wrestling, Frazee. Isn't there someone? I don't. But they were all small, so it would be hard.
They'd have to be a AA, so they had to beat Simley or.
Well, who's been in Valley's I don't know who's in Valley's conference ever. Is there ever a smaller team?
Again, the only
Simley and Valley ever been in the same conference?
Yeah, that would be the only thing you probably could get to back, and you'd have to go back a long way.
Hold on.
Uh-huh.
No, I was trying to think if anybody would have been good the years that Hayfield won, 93 and I think 97 are when they won. Probably not.
No, because
there was only 2 classes at the time.
Right. Yeah, I'm not sure it's ever been done.
Probably not, because who else?
It's just tough because usually teams in the same conference are in the same class, right?
Well, right. Especially in wrestling when they're, for so many years there were only 2 classes. Yeah. So back then, I mean, you're not.
It doesn't take away from the accomplishment, Fearson. I'm just saying, if that's not a headline in your paper, then I'm going to be highly disappointed.
I think it's going to be more along the lines of the Night of Champions or something like that. Oh. I need to be able to prove it first. That nobody from the same conferences.
Well, you have the book that has all the
I do have that
champions?
book, but I don't know the conferences these city teams are, and they all bounce around conferences
well,
so often. It's
you really have to go through AA and figure it out, because they're not going from AAA to A in the same conference. So it'd have to be either AAA school and a AA school, or a Class A school and a AA school.
Well, Wabasso's conference could pull it off, except Wabasso hasn't been AA for.
You want to know who would probably know?
John Buchanan?
Kevin from T-Stuff.
T-Stuff might know.
He would have the information at least.
Yep.
Although I don't know if he tracks conferences in there.
Yeah, no, nobody does. That's going to be the hard part. And like I said, conferences change.
By the way, Scott West here again winning this match at 220 pounds against Simley. They're up on the duel 31-20. They're winning this 220-pound match 2-0. They really are wrestling well. I would have really liked to seen Scott West and Foley. And I was actually, a couple of people told me before, you realize that the second best team at the state tournament in AA is going to be Scott West. And I said, well, I wasn't sure about that. Now, Mr.
Hey,
Pearson.
I got a question for you.
Yeah.
You think you'd beat Valley right now?
I don't know about
Van
that.
Ort?
I actually kind of drew it up.
How'd
And,
that go down?
well, if we got the flip and we could determine who we matched up against Gable. So if that happened and we won all 3 toss-ups, it'd be like within 1 point. If any of those things didn't happen,
That's a lot of things to happen.
I know.
I didn't realize it would be that.
It did. Of course, and here's the other thing that had to happen was Valley couldn't weigh in to beat us. You know what I mean? So if we just wrestled their lineup that they've been wrestling, and they didn't move around to match up against us to beat us, then we would have had a chance. If they wanted to weigh in just to beat us, so say that we were in the same team tournament and they knew they were going to face us in the final, then I don't think we could, because they could move Morgan onto Kennedy, and they could do certain things to neutralize some of our wrestlers.
So his answer, there's his answer. By the way, there was something I was going to ask. I'm not sure if you were the one that also disagreed with me, but somebody else disagreed with me when I was mentioning that I thought Albert Lee might be the second best team in double A.
I didn't disagree with you on that.
I disagreed.
But that was a perfectly timed cough.
I disagree now after seeing Scott West.
Well, there you go, Kent.
I'll take
So
Scott West now, and I don't know that it's
even when I think I'm
super
wrong,
close.
I'm right, Harfman.
Okay, so
all right. So we
they
went
did
to-
beat Foley, by the way.
Yeah.
And Foley is in the championship.
Right, but Foley didn't wrestle Scott West. And
Fo-
honestly, you know how matches work.
Foley did wrestle Scott West and beat him
When?
earlier this season.
Okay, but
I'm just saying that's why
I
they
would
got
love
the
to
seed.
see Albert Lee, Foley, and Scott West all wrestle here today.
That would have been,
you know.
that would have been
All right.
interesting.
What
Okay.
conference is Staples Motley in? Them and Brainerd won in '82. Any chance they're in the same section or in the same conference? Probably not. I have no idea. where
No,
Staples is.
Brainerd's way too big for Staples.
They could still be in the same conference.
Man, Staples won a lot of state titles. So
I
did
don't know.
Canby.
I don't know.
I
Yeah,
don't
Canby's
know.
won a lot. Maybe a Canby and a Marshall,
Ooh.
but they probably wouldn't even be in the same conference. Well, we are,
somebody out.
KoMet fans. It's 6:34.
Hey, Ben's got 2 tickets to a fight. If you can come up with an answer and prove it. Do you, Pearson?
Yeah.
Or-
Okay.
I've got
You still
more
have
than
those
2
tickets from the
I've
section?
got multiple tickets in my bag here. Just don't steal my bag.
KoMet fans,
All right,
6:35
hold
p.m.
on. What conference?
KoMet's coming up against Foley in the AA state championship here in a matter of only 25 to 30 minutes. So we're basically filling time right now until that happens. As usual, if you have any questions or if the audio sounds bad or something's going on, use the live chat window at the bottom of the YouTube feed, and we will try to address it. From time to time, you may hear an audio dropout. That's the nature of our wireless Wi-Fi access point thing, hotspot that we're using for the feed. We haven't had any issues with it being down for more than just a few seconds, so if that happens, maybe be patient or refresh your YouTube link.
You know who would have been closest probably? There's 2 teams from one section have won it before. Blue Earth and Medford won it the same year.
Yeah, they were not in the same.
No, Blue Earth was in the.
All right.
Hey, we got some
South Central
some young man
Conference.
eating food behind us.
Yeah, I haven't eaten today either.
And we're hungry too.
Oh, that looks good.
That looks really
How
good.
about, how about
Wow.
Bold and Litchfield? Any
Bold and
chance? I have no idea where Bold is.
I don't think Bold is near Litchfield.
No.
Well, neither do I, but I'm just throwing out possibilities here, guy.
And I'm shooting them down.
As fast as you can throw them out, Van Ort's gunning them down.
Wait, hold on.
Wait,
What
hold-
conference is ACGC in?
They could be in the same as Litchfield.
No,
Oh.
that's not
Oh.
the comparison I was looking for.
What were you looking for?
No one.
By the way, Scott West won that 220-pound match. Scott West
They
now
win.
leads Simley 34-20.
It's a
And
bloodbath.
they're going to win it.
And
They're
it
going to
looks
win it
like
heavy, I'm guessing.
it does look that way. So
If these duels end up tied tonight, by the way, dual state champs. Hate that.
Doesn't that suck?
who's going to end up tied?
St. Michael and Valley could again.
That'd be funny.
That would be something.
Kent and I were talking about it, Fiercey. We're both shooting for Apple Valley tonight so that Kasson-Mantorville can be the first team to beat them since Owatonna in 05. So Kasson-Mantorville hopefully next year if we could, if we could get into that clash somehow.
Or Mr. Hunnicky could pull together some kind of
quadrangular.
I think you guys should be trying to duck teams next year because you're going to want those good records going into state.
Yeah. What? We're not the kind of team that ducks people. Sorry.
Yeah, maybe, but.
So who won over there? Anoka takedown?
Gorgon is down on the mat, and it does not look good. He hasn't moved. Oh man, if he has another concussion.
He's moving.
Well.
And the duel is 21-21.
Caledonia was down big early in that.
Well, they always are. Can't have been that big. Can't have been more than 21-0.
No, they weren't.
No,
down.
it was like 17-3 or
yeah,
something.
they were.
Well, it could have been 18-3. It couldn't have been 17-3. It was 18-18 just a second ago.
It was. What about penalty points?
Yeah, I mean, that's a thing that happens.
Yeah, there you go.
So, Kenyon did not wrestle very well today.
I thought their second duel they were. Oh, Scott West just planted the other heavyweight from Simley, and this is. Oh!
He was stuck with 1 second left, but they didn't call it.
Here's what I'm saying about them. They gave up more bonus points in that lone duel than they did the last month of the season. So that's a problem.
Yeah, that's a problem.
That's
you cannot give up big bonus points.
Well, not if you're a nationally ranked team like they are right now. I don't think they're wrestling very well right now.
Anoka lived up to their national ranking.
Yeah, man, they just
keeping it close with STMA.
They needed one more guy, you know.
And then they pretty well dominated Wilmer there. They beat Wilmer as bad as Valley did.
You know, the other one that hurt is they got pinned at what? There was a match that wasn't that it was going to be a decision. But
against STMA?
Yeah. The kid freaked out. He's lucky it didn't cost him a team point.
Oh, now Gorgon's pinning the guy. He goes from laying on the mat to pinning the guy.
Well, he's really good.
Well, Jake Aller pinned Richie Hammonds. That's the only one that was late.
See, and it wasn't click on the match. I feel it was like 10-2 or something.
How do you do that? Oh, here we go. I think I got it. Play-by-play gateway. Oh, I don't have a username.
You got some special access to it, Ben?
Of course.
Not here.
Pearson?
Not here.
Then how do you know the match-by-match?
Yeah, how do you get to that?
Just got to be smart.
Oh, Scott West pinning again at heavyweight. They're going to beat him 40-20, and they did. 40-20. They doubled up Simley.
That's a beatdown.
Wow. That'll tell you how tough Scott West was, folks. When we talk in possibly the toughest matchup Kasson-Mantorville would see here, we know our stuff.
We were right.
We do.
When I tell you
we can't find anybody else to toot our horn, so what do we have to do, Pearson?
I don't know.
When Adam Van Ort says that Albert Lee is not the second best team in the state, he knows what he's talking about.
Did you say that?
I don't know.
I doubt it.
He's kind of a.
We've got some noise issues here. Hold on a second.
More. He keeps popping it.
That we got to do it
every once in a while, I guess.
Fiercey, I'm gonna have to do that probably once every time a match starts.
We have noise issues. Wow.
We're still having issues.
Hey, Harfman, can you tweet that link again?
To you?
No, hold on. I'll do it. It's fine.
Tweet
I just got to do it with my phone.
All right. Didn't I tweet that link?
We're going to take a short audio break.
Well, Scott West has to be happy about their end of the year, don't they? I mean, really. They didn't know if they were going to get out of the section. A lot of people didn't think Scott West was going to get out of the section.
Was that Waconia section?
That was Waconia and Hutchinson and somebody else. I don't remember the fourth team.
That's a lot better.
But to come here to end up with the 4 seed, which wasn't a great seed for them, and wrestle Kasson-Mantorville as well as they did to a 38-18. That's what Kenyon Wanamingo did. 39-18.
Here's the real question. Do you think Roger will keep Minneota as the #1 team in the state? You know, because they probably were just flat in that duel, I assume. So he'll probably just keep them at #1.
Well, I mean,
39.
They're losing right now, by the way, to Pierce.
What's that score?
And they're not going to win because they don't have any horses left.
Yeah. Well, I've been really, really impressed with the crowds. This is a big crowd. Pearson, have you seen this many people for, especially this morning for the matches this morning in teams?
It's always pretty full.
No, not as full as it was for team.
Harfman.
Individuals always full, but what, you
I don't
disagree?
know. Yeah, I mean, I think you're just trying to blow it up a little bigger than it is.
Are
I know how you are.
Are you respectfully disagreeing? Is that what I'm understanding?
Yeah. Well, I mean,
That
Yeah.
does it. That does it. It's a good thing you weren't here this morning to listen
hey,
to us talk about you.
I really did get pulled over on the way back here.
Pulled over?
Yeah.
What for? Speeding?
I went on Concord because I'm staying down Concord.
You walked or you
No,
drove?
driving. Yeah, I went from here down to check into the hotel because I hadn't checked in yet.
Okay.
So I went and checked into the hotel, and on Concord it's like 4 lanes, but it's like 40 miles an hour. So I don't even know he's like, do you know where you're going? I was like, I have no idea. I didn't know what the speed limit. I came out of my hotel and it didn't say ever what the speed limit was.
Yep.
And he's like, all right. He's like, I'm just gonna give you a warning. He's like, it's 40 here. And I was like, I know Ken Harfman. He's like, yeah, if you put in a good word for me, if you just,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
So
You know the harf? Is that what he
and
said?
then-
Yeah.
You know the harf?
yeah.
And you just handed him a $100 bill and he just walked away.
Yeah, $100 bill. That's more than I make all weekend.
Oh. So how many matches do we have going on here? Just the
Couple.
far end, right? The 2 at the far end.
Should start typing up that Caledonia box score.
Caledonia.
How about those Warriors?
Warriors.
Uh-oh, I think they just clinched down there. Piers. 2 matches left. Did he pin that kid? He did.
21-16 right now.
Hold on.
Minnesota not finishing.
27-6. Oh,
strong.
there's 2 matches left, so it's not.
So Minnesota's going to end up 4th. Piers, did you look at
Minnesota
Piers'
and-
lineup?
You know what? Minnesota and Simley are a lot of similarities this year. Both started the year as number 1. Both dropped to number 2.
No, Minnesota did stay at 1 the whole year.
No, they didn't, did they?
Yeah.
I thought Kenyon Wanamingo was number
No,
1.
they're not number 1.
Oh.
That's why, hey, did you read Jim Paulson's
That's
story
ridiculous.
about Kenyon Wanamingo and Minnesota? Did you read that?
No.
Because he sends me a message when he has wrestling questions, and he goes, with Minnesota being ranked number 1, how did Kenny get the number 1 seed? And you can imagine how my response went to
Yeah,
that.
it was very
super
honest.
polite, and yeah. Well, it was very honest.
Who asked you this?
Jim Paulson from the Star Trib, and
Because the coaches know more than the rankings that it is?
well, I said because the rankings and not that they know more, it's because they don't have a vendetta against
Right.
southeastern Minnesota, and they don't have their bias toward the northern teams. So I said Kenyon might be the best Class A team ever. And I can't say that truly because I haven't covered wrestling for 100 years, but since I've started covering it, I'd put them against any of the best Jackson teams. And that's probably who we're talking about, going toe to toe with them. And those Jackson teams had big holes. Those Jackson teams,
They're going to pin again. Minnesota just rumbling.
Yeah, they're getting just shell-shocked by Piers. By the way, not to steal any of your thunder. Well, you finish your story, Pearson.
no, so I said that to him. I said that to him too. I said they might be the best Class A team ever.
Mm-hmm.
And he wrote me back and said, "Can I quote you on that?"
Yep.
And so if you look at his story, I go, yeah, you probably can't without people from Jackson getting mad at me, but you know, whatever. It's not like I said I'd feel comfortable saying with it since I started covering the sport in 2000.
And how about before Jackson? Right, since 2000. Right, yeah.
Well, I didn't cover it before that, so I can't
yeah.
truly say that. But you start looking a couple years, what year did we switch to 14 weight classes? Like 97 or something?
Yeah, 90.
No, not even. It was more recent than that, right? It was like 2000.
2000. Yeah.
No, it was still since then even. Because did Goodhue win it with 14 weights? I don't think they did. In 2001?
They tied, by the way.
I know, but they
Oh.
still won. because the high school league gives out trophies. That's what they do.
Quick break, guys. And we should be back.
He just unplugs us for no reason.
You guys can keep talking. They
really,
just won't hear you.
no,
for
really,
5
you
seconds.
just ruined our entire conversation.
And
Well,
we
what
were,
it does is it cleans up the audio a lot.
it was we were in depth conversation.
Yeah.
For some reason, this system with this computer builds noise if you don't do that every once in a while.
So, Roger, it turns out, way off base. Minnesota's
way
not
off.
even a top 3 team in
Nope.
the state.
And they just got taken down in the heavyweight match.
They're down 33-16. They're getting doubled up by Piers. And so now to jump to the next topic in the
Caledonia wins. Did you see that?
Oh, so to finish my thing, if you read Jim Paulson's story, it said, like, avid wrestling watchers say Kenyon might be the best team ever in Class
And
A.
by avid wrestling watchers, we mean Ben
I know, he
Pearson.
pretty much.
pretty much. Yeah.
Avid wrestling watchers that have finished 0-6 in the last 6 years of Pick'em's
Pick'ems
games
against some
say
other.
that Kenyon Wanamingo may be the best ever.
You know, there's a lot of pressure on Kenyon. You just put a lot of pressure on Kenyon
I
Wanamingo just to
have
win this duel
won
tonight.
I don't know that they win this. If they wrestle the way they wrestled this morning, they will not win that
How
duel.
can you be saying they're the best ever and they get beat in
Right.
the finals?
They're not wrestling like the best ever right now.
Mr. Contradiction over there.
No,
Boy,
I tweeted that today. I said,
I saw it.
I've tooted their horn all year, and today they're wrestling like garbage. I believe
Because
that.
this is the big stage.
So, KoMet Wrestling fans, what time is it? It is
6:49.
about 10-15 minutes away from the big show, where you will see your Kasson-Mantorville Comets take on Foley. And what is Foley?
The
What's
Falcons.
The Falcons, the Foley Falcons. And this is going to be a driven, focused
Foley
Kasson-Mantorville team that's ready to go out, and they're going to be smelling blood.
So-
Harfin, what do you got?
One other note, though.
Yeah.
Sam Stoll was sending me some messages earlier.
Name dropping.
Yeah,
he said
I
he-
didn't
he
get any from
couldn't-
Sam Stoll,
He
by the way.
couldn't listen, and so he told me I couldn't talk smack until the finals, because that's when he was going to be able to listen.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
and
Sounds
I
good.
said,
Oh.
you know I never stopped talking smack to you, Sam, because I'm not afraid of you.
I'm sure that's exactly what
I'm
you said.
sure that's what you said.
Yeah.
Like I said, you know, people die for their religious beliefs,
Yep.
Yep.
and I would compare my dislike of Iowa to something very similar to
Very
that.
religious.
You
yeah.
know, so
It's a
I'm
spiritual
willing to get hurt badly for my beliefs.
thing. Yeah.
You know, and I don't think Sam would kill me. I mean,
No,
I
he'd
hope
just
not.
maim you.
yeah. I mean,
He'd have more
I could
fun
things
you
would
doing
could
be
live with
broken.
that. You could live with that.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
like I said,
Technically.
it's not going to change my feelings about Iowa. Just as a place.
I was the Comets were walking past us on their way down to the tunnel about half hour ago.
Yeah.
I'm like, hey, good luck, guys. Good luck, guys. And they're just like laser beam vision. I said, good luck to Jamie. One more, and he goes.
He just gave you that look.
It
and
could
turned
be-
He's in the zone, man.
It could be that they just don't
Hate me?
like you personally.
could have been
It could have been a
something-
personal.
Yeah.
Or they could just be super focused and ready to get this.
Yeah, you think whatever you want, Van Ort. Okay.
Well, that's what I've convinced myself of.
So we have the Foley Falcons in mostly red, but some blue interspersed. And then the Comets in mostly blue and some white interspersed, it looks like. Does that look fair?
I see some people wearing pink. I see an orange shirt.
Yeah.
That's more salmon than orange.
Yeah, you're right.
There's a lot of black in there, too. Looks like
Who
Hawkeye
wears
stuff.
salmon?
This 285 match between Pierce and Minnesota is now 9-8.
Yes.
Oh, and Minnesota's getting pinned at heavyweight.
Back and forth.
And they got the pin. Wow.
They
Minnesota.
more than doubled up Minnesota.
Oh.
Pierce.
So, by the way, they
16.
did announce.
39-16. Is that what it ended up? Yeah.
Yep.
I feel bad for Roger, to be honest.
Kenyon beat Pierce by 13. Pierce just beat Minnesota by what? 13?
No, by 23.
23? Goodness sakes.
Yeah.
Pierce is not a bad squad.
No, they really, once you start looking at that lineup, they really aren't.
Not only
Pretty
they're not a
tough.
bad squad, look at go grab it, flip it open, take a look at their ages. They're young.
Are they?
Oh, where's that book? How did I lose my book?
You better not lose your. I can't lose my book because I don't get another one.
I don't get another one either.
I can't believe
Wonder
you
if
got.
my
I can't believe you got one to start
Daughters
with.
took my book.
Did
I'm
I take
usually
your
so
book?
careful with it.
Here, you
I
can
don't know.
have
Do you have 2 books?
I might have 2 books in here.
That's what happened to my book.
I don't. Did you write anything in yours, Ken?
Nope. Did you
Okay.
write anything in
No.
yours?
Nope.
No, I don't.
I just got a bunch of autographs. So if you see that,
I thought you gave out a bunch of autographs. That's what happened.
Mark Hall asked me for my autograph.
Hey,
Yes. Uh-oh. Oh, Sam Stoll. So he's so artistic in his description of what he would do to you. Why don't you let the fans know what he was?
it was inappropriate.
It was not
We're not gonna make
inappropriate.
this broadcast. We're not gonna dumb down or cheapen this broadcast with that garbage troweling out of Iowa.
Telling you.
So I didn't see the other night. Obviously, I know that Iowa laid a massive egg the other night. But is Sammy badly hurt or is he all right?
I haven't heard it all.
Ken?
I
Sammy?
don't know.
Are you
I
okay?
don't know.
I've been.
Are you even in shape to put me in my place or?
What
I've
does he
been
need to be in
completely out
shape
of
I don't
loop.
really
mean
to put
in
you
shape. I just mean
When you
injured.
say Iowa laid a massive egg, what are you talking about?
They lost.
Because I've been just buried at work. I haven't watched anything. I swear to God. Explain.
Ken,
Who did
you
they
wanna
lose
tell
to?
him? Who was it? NC State?
NC State. That is
Iowa?
correct.
Did they really?
Yeah.
For the national duels
duels?
match?
Really?
Yeah.
But it was what, a Monday night duel or something? Monday or
Yeah,
Tuesday?
Monday
Yeah,
night duel, wasn't it?
Basically, since Sunday, I haven't done anything except to work and sleep to get ready for this.
That sounds like the right priority.
Wow. And
So-
Sammy got hurt. Hopefully, Sammy's good. Okay.
Yeah, a knee, looked like a knee. And afterwards, I watched the interview with Brands, and Mr. Brands didn't have much sympathy for Sammy because he was thinking he shouldn't have his leg up where he had it anyhow.
Yeah, I watched that press conference, by the way.
I don't mean in disrespect. I just mean that's what that's sort of what he said.
Yeah, that's what Brand said.
What's he doing letting that
Brand
happen
was
to him?
pretty calm for what I expected him to be in that press conference. I actually watched a press conference, What was the final down on Caledonia? I didn't see.
Sorry, I didn't see
I
it.
can check it here.
Yeah, you can.
Oh. So Piers
37-18.
Piers has 3 seniors, okay?
37-18. No, that's the wrong one. Sorry. That was the last one. 36-21. 36-21.
36-21 Caledonia one.
Yep.
Piers is very good, and they only have 3 seniors. The problem for Piers is 2 of their seniors are 33-1 and 31-1.
Well, that's the same as our team, though. We've got 2 very good
Yeah,
seniors.
well, the other heavyweight senior is 14-6, so they've got. I mean, they're going to be really good. Don't get me wrong, but they
Piers?
do lose a couple real horses.
Well,
KoMet fans, we are very close. Very, very close.
yeah, and it shouldn't take long for you guys to wrap up the state title either.
Well,
Well,
Harfman,
what do you-
Harfman's picking against the Comets.
you already saw my.
Harfman,
you
what do
already
you
saw
got?
I got.
say it now so you can't pretend to get it later
Well,
and
I've,
change it.
I've got it. I've got it 37-16.
37-16. All right. Public, you heard that. You heard the prophet, Kent Harfman.
It was
37-16. He was only off by, what, about 4 in the last one combined?
combined about like that, but a lot of it. These scores depend on where we want to bump and where we want to move people. You know, and who wins the toss depends what kind of statement they want to leave.
Mm-hmm.
and we'll see. We'll see what kind of generous mood the coaches are in.
Not generous.
So if
I'm
that's
telling you.
the case, it could be a little worse than that because I could see them bumping Noah Ryan and
Oh,
and
yeah.
making
I've
sure.
got this as 42-7.
Yeah, if they want
For
to,
real?
Yeah.
you know. I mean,
Judging from their demeanor when they
Well-
walked down the steps, they were
Look,
ready to kick somebody's.
Yeah, I was a little surprised you guys didn't go for the shutout.
against
Could have had that.
against Mora.
Yeah.
Poor Mora. What'd
Yeah.
they do to you?
He could have been anyone standing across from him.
That's true.
All right. So while we wait, let's run through a few of these matchups. I'll
Mm.
run through them quick here.
Yeah.
What projected matchups, of course. 106, Robbie Horseman will face Nathan Garcia. Garcia ranked 6th in the state. Horseman ranked.
Garceau.
Is that how it's actually pronounced, Garceau?
I'm guessing. I honestly don't know, but I've always thought that.
Let's go with your pronunciation,
Sounds
Garceau.
French. Sorry.
Garceau,
Pierre
35-2. Interesting note on this match: these two will wrestle tonight and tomorrow morning right away. So Robbie Horseman has 2 matches.
Actually,
With
you got Robbie
Garceau.
winning this one?
I do have
Yeah.
absolutely.
Wow.
Robbie will win this match. So
Well, this is one of those matchups that we were talking about, or that I was personally talking about when I was looking at the state seedings. When you're giving a kid like him such a high seed, knowing he's not wrestled anyone all
well,
year.
one of Garceau's 2 losses
To Johnsrud, right?
was to Johnsrud, who Robbie beat twice.
Beat twice.
So, you know,
No, Robbie beat Johnsrud 3 times, right? Or did he not wrestle in that section individual? Yeah, he did.
yeah, he did.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So he beat him 3
You're
times
right.
in a row.
You're right.
Our announcer is announcing the team names. Go ahead, Kent.
I'm glad they got Kasson right this year.
What did they say last time?
Well, a lot of times it's Kasson. What were they calling him one year?
Kasson.
Eric Kasson.
I'm looking forward to this Apple Valley St. Michael matchup too.
Looking forward to
Oh,
Kenyon and
yeah.
Frazee.
Oh yeah.
Whoa! Sammy says 57-0.
57-0. 57.
I don't quite
I mean,
see
it's
that.
a horrible matchup for
Yeah.
them.
I mean, every match they're going to win is going to be if they win it, it's going to be a
you got
dog
because
fight.
Elwell's going to get Bigelow,
right.
or they could try.
Elwell's-
What are they going to do? Bump him up? I don't think so. That's not going to go well. if they
Well,
bump him up
now
to
is
30.
Elwell
Heck
is he
no.
weighed in at
I have no
70 or
idea. I have
82?
no
It's
idea.
hard to say. He's
I
been
don't have a
wrestling
weight
82
sheet.
every time. So there's your
Oh,
Comet.
the
got
Comet
announced,
crowd going
and
crazy.
There's a big crowd over there. They've got an entire section plus some.
Yep.
They
the envy of the entire Excel Center right there.
There's good section of fans as they make it out. Coach Hill out there to give them a handshake as they hit the mat.
Hey, what did you guys think about Patrick Kennedy this morning? I thought he was wrestling pretty well.
Yeah, I did too.
I think he's.
Yeah, that was a.
Yeah,
Man,
he's
it'll
looking
be
pretty
really
good.
interesting to see how the individual tournament, because I don't think you want to wrestle Bigelow right now in that individual tournament. I don't think you want to wrestle Patrick Kennedy right now in that.
You don't want to
individual
wrestle Aaron. That is
Well,
the one you do not want to wrestle, Aaron Berge.
And is he a 2 seed? Who's the 1 seed? Duh.
Well,
that.
Durr.
we can talk
Let's
about
see.
that. in
Hold
a
on,
day.
we got the thing right here.
Oh, I got the thing right here.
Okay, why don't you?
Cheers.
Let me think.
I'll beat you to it.
Guys just scan through that. Kenyon
Lies.
Wanamingo gets
Elwell's
announced.
the 1 seed.
Oh well.
Oh, see, and that's so Elwell's not even at 70. He's at 82, so
Spencer.
he's gonna
82.
have Aaron.
Well, see, your whole sheet is
But the
flawed.
problem is,
hey, your
he,
whole sheet
he
is flawed already.
actually for
Carson,
seeding
did you just-
weight, he actually was wrestled enough matches to make 70 after February 15th. Otherwise, he
No
wouldn't have had a
way.
new section weight of
Well,
that.
then they wouldn't.
That's what he had as a section weight.
Yeah, but that could be wrong. A lot of things are wrong.
Well,
This
it's
tournament.
possible that was wrong. So, well, we got three duels we've got to keep an eye on.
3 duels. They're all
So-
good.
We
Well,
got, okay,
are you
we got to
kidding
watch
me?
the flip. Let's see the flip too here, because I want to see if the Comets get the
Why?
flip. It is important because I want
Watch
to see
the
what
the
matchup.
Kenyon flip.
Well, you can watch that down there. I'll
Actually,
catch
Kenyon,
this
it
one.
doesn't matter.
3 seniors out there for captains with Coach Height in his suit looking sharp.
Yeah. He got a tie on
the flip
too.
we need to see is St. Michael and Valley, because
That's
that's the one
true.
probably where it
So
matters.
Yeah.
you guys get some binoculars and somebody watch that.
I'm watching. I got eagle eyes.
Okay.
If there's one downfall to Kenyon is there's really nothing they can do. Like, that's their lineup. That's the way it's going to be. And how about Riley Donkers, by the way? wrestling a kid who was like 37-1. The kid couldn't do it. It was like 1-0. Or no, 37-5 the kid was.
Hey, if you're listening, go ahead and feel free to share this link with anybody else that couldn't be here tonight. We'd obviously love to have everyone follow along.
Make sure to
there's
let people know that I'm on.
Yeah,
It's
Pearson's
sure to
here,
draw
so
in
you can
more
you can
listeners.
listen now. The live chat is available if you guys have any questions or feedback. It has helped us a couple times today when the audio went bad. Someone mentioned it, and we were able to get things back up and running. KoMets look like they're getting ready to send out Robbie Horseman at 106.
Okay, Eagle Eye, who won the toss over there?
I stopped watching.
Wait,
So
Vern
he's got an
Gagne?
Eagle Eye, but
Hold on.
what?
Vern
Judging
Gagne.
from Apple
Oh.
Valley's
Demeanor?
demeanor, it looks like they may have won the toss.
Yeah, but they're always going to look like that. They're
That's
Apple
true.
Valley. They have those singlets on
yeah, that's
that
true.
say Valley on them.
That's
Okay, did the
there's something
KoMets?
to
The
that.
KoMets are getting their toss right now.
Paul Stoll says, thanks, guys. Thank you, Paul Stoll. Thanks for listening again.
Paul Stoll, he didn't say anything about. Oops, let's see the flip. Who won the flip for the KoMets?
I didn't watch.
It flipped so fast.
You know what? It don't matter.
It's
I don't
still
really
rolling
know.
around
These
on the
guys
ground.
I think you're right.
These guys are on a mission.
It really, a lot of times it matters, folks. There are a lot of strategy that goes into close duels.
Do you,
I
yeah, I know,
don't
but
think
this
that's
isn't
the
going to be a
case.
close duel. Do you think Foley really thinks they have a shot?
No.
I think they're wrestling like they
My
can wrestle.
son was walking past the Foley wrestlers after they beat Simley, and they said,
We're happy to get second.
we don't, all that matters, we got to the championship, even if we get our butts kicked next round or something like
Did
that.
they really say that?
Yeah.
Wow.
It's the
But at least we
truth.
beat Simley, they said.
Yeah, and I mean, that is a good.
But, I mean, yeah, I'd rather
It's
lose in the
defending state
championship.
champs.
I'd rather lose in the state championship
Well, right.
than win the third place match.
Because I think Scott West would have thumped them.
Scott West, I would like to see it. And
I-
let's watch this first, see how it goes. I would also like to see Scott West and Albert Lee to see if Harfman's right or I'm right.
I'll take Scott West after seeing him today.
I will too. Harfman, you're so wrong.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll take Scott West just to go against Hartman too. I mean, that's part of it.
So Nathan Garcia, 35-2, a sophomore, will face Robbie Horseman. Garcia and Horseman will wrestle tomorrow morning, first thing in the individual side of this bracket. Garcia, contrast style to Horseman, a big, long, tall, lanky wrestler. Horseman, compact, gets the leg right away. Looks like he could score right here, and he in good, perfect position to
Nice.
score. Still rolling around down there. He's got to finish this. Got to
What-
finish this.
What seed is
Don't
this kid
roll
Hartman
around,
at the
Horseman.
individual?
Jeez, he's in perfect condition, and now it's going to be a
Position,
scramble, folks.
yeah.
Horseman in deep, 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 and now
Horseman might get
he
scored
might
on.
get scored on. Garcia using that length, and he does get scored on, taken down. He was in deep on a double, folks, and he couldn't hook the ankle and get the score, and now Garcia's long arms are trying to bottle up.
Oh, Horseman's going to reverse him, though.
He got his escape anyhow.
Now
This is-
switch, flip around and get your two.
Now get a takedown, Robbie. Get in there again, just like you did. He can get to that leg. He's got to finish it, though. So now it's 2-1.
I don't know, Van Ort, if you saw my tweet. Never seen a kid do it this way before. Did you see my tweet about Hilke? He kept getting shot in on, and he'd whizzer hard on the right side. Buy
Mad-
himself just a little bit of time and a little bit of space, then quick switch over to the right arm, his right side at first. Then
Yeah.
he'd switch to the kid's right arm and essentially Kimura him and score off it.
Really?
Like he'd get the kid's arm just around his back enough that he could get free and get around the kid. And he was doing this against Ishans.
Horseman's battling, could get a takedown here. Just
Ah.
short of a takedown. He's moving very well. And now he gets
Oh,
he should
yes.
get the takedown. Does.
Yes!
Nicely done, Robbie Horseman, to go up 3-2 with 15 seconds to go.
Garceau looks a little shook up after that.
I think they headbutted, by the way. I think that's why he's a little shook up.
8 seconds. He's got to ride him for another 8. Tough time riding, and he cannot, and it goes 3-3. That's where he used to work in the offseason, riding a little bit better. So
Garceau, hear that?
Garceau, they called it.
Yeah,
By the way,
but this guy doesn't know.
Madsen did get a quick pin down there for Kenyon Wanamingo. They lead 6-0. Coda gets a quick takedown. It looks like he's on a mission here. He's got a cradle hooked up already. He's going to take that thing over, and he's going
That's going to be a pin.
to get a pin here.
McKee is beating
he
Peyton
does get
McLaughlin 6-2 on the AAA mat.
And that was not a pin in the first duel, FYI. Coda did not get a pin in the first duel.
Okay.
So Kenyon's already up by 3 or 2.
Yeah.
Horsemen trying to get out from the bottom here in the second period. 1:40 remaining. 3-3. They go out of bounds, heading back to the center. We need to see a good fast move. Garceau is long. And if yeah, he can just reach out and wrap his arms around Robbie about 3 or 4 times.
Robbie's awfully compact though too. Do you think he's that long, or do you think it's?
I think both.
Think both. Yeah, but he's probably the longest 6-pounder in the tournament in
Matson's
double.
Matson's awfully long too, and strong and fast, and just really good at wrestling.
Horseman's got to get some control of a wrist right now, and.
Horseman can't sit on his hip or he's going to get tilted.
Right now he's.
And if he doesn't get an escape and get a takedown, he's in trouble because he's not going to be able to ride Garceau in the third.
No, we will not. He's got to get his escape here. Garceau's just controlling that wrist so well down below, and Robbie's not down there with his hand fighting that thing. You got to get down there and fight that wrist, guys.
Robbie hasn't got. Now he's finally to his base.
Yeah, but you still got to fight hand control, even if you're going to get to your base with somebody.
Kenyon jumping out huge out there.
Man, and that's Schermerhorn too.
Schermerhorn's tough.
He is very tough, and I think I believe Kenyon won that. That was kind of an upset in the first one. And yes. Oh no, Schermerhorn was at 13. That's why they didn't get the pin there. Okay, so this is one of those moves that they were talking about. Schermerhorn is going up. They had Kitchen Master.
Now Robbie up to his feet.
Robbie needs to get his escape now.
Circles into the mat.
Oh.
And Garceau just rolls him right out. At least that was a better first move. And he came up with some hands.
He's got to come up with some hands. He's got to get some hand control. He did a good job of it that time. So 40 seconds to go.
Patrick McKee up 11-2 over Peyton McLaughlin in the St. Michael Valley match. A pin or a tech, I'm sure, is what St. Michael needs and is expecting at this weight.
By the way, so
come on, Robbie. Robbie rolls through it.
Very close to getting his escape again as they go out of bounds. Robbie 3-3 in the second. 22 seconds to go here. All tied up. The duel at 106, just getting started.
22 seconds to get out here, Horseman. He comes up to his feet. Now he's going to reverse him.
He gets the reversal.
Woo!
Now he's got to ride him. He's got to ride him the last 16 seconds. You've got to be able to ride him, Robbie.
Come on, put a deep waist in there. I don't know if he's going to.
No. He's not going to.
He's either going to get reversed or give up an escape.
No,
they're going to give it to him.
They got to give it to him. He earned it. As they go out of bounds, he gives up the escape, and it's 5-4.
So it's going to be 5-5 to start the third.
Yeah, you got to put him on his feet. You don't even try and ride him.
Unless he chooses both up, which would be stupid. He won't
go down.
All right, it's 5-5. Start the third now.
So he does go down. Robbie puts him up. It's going to be 5-5. Garceau is tired, though, a little bit. Look at him not come back to the line. Robbie's got to take advantage of
Robbie
this.
needs to get a takedown here.
He needs to go. Get on the head.
I'd like to see him take him down a couple times.
He can get to that leg now. Garceau is getting tired. 5-5, all tied up here, folks.
Wow. I'd
Come
like
on,
to
get
see
there.
Robbie
Look at the
shoot
head
a
hang
high
a little
crotch,
bit with Garceau.
high crotch or a single instead of trying to pass the elbow to the leg because he's reading it every time. You see that?
Yeah, he is. And
he knows it's coming every time.
He's going to react to that and score on Robbie.
Oh,
then he hit
a duck
under, and he scores on Robbie, and he cooks a cradle up.
Oh.
Robbie, no, it didn't hook it up. But
very well done there by Garceau on that duck under.
But he felt it coming every time with that.
I know, that's what I'm telling you.
And that pass the elbow, and you got to have more than that. So, minute 20 left to go. Horseman's got to get to his base. He's nowhere near getting to his base right now.
So now it's an escape and a takedown, and if it's too early, it's still going to go into overtime because he can't ride Garceau at all. Now he's got a 2-on-1 on Robbie's wrist. Robbie up to his feet, but gets picked up and planted back on his head. Turned over to his back, but Robbie squirts out the back door.
Hips up.
Garceau feels it. Now they're all tangled up like a pretzel. Stalemate, potentially dangerous.
Okay, Robbie. Robbie gets to his feet and gets brought back down because he doesn't control the wrist. Now he's flat on his belly. He's got to build a base, and he's got to get that hand control back.
Yeah, he hasn't been able to get any separation. His points on the bottom have been on the reverse, not because he can get some separation. Garceau is tough on top. Now he's got a deep bar and Deep waist. Bar with the right arm. Deep waist. Oh, and he's got the hand. Robbie's in serious trouble if he doesn't get out of there. He's got the hand caught underneath with his left arm, and he's got the arm barred with his right.
But Robbie's not fighting it. He's not even digging in there with the other hand right now. He needs to dig in there and peel that off with the other arm. He's got it in there. I mean, he can dig it in there.
Now he got the hand free.
11 seconds
10
to
seconds,
go.
9 seconds. Robbie's got to come up. He's got to make something happen. He peels the hand off. Garza gets the escape. 2 seconds, 1 second. Loses 7 to 6.
7-6. Robbie Horseman just on the short end of that one.
McKee gets the pin on McLaughlin.
So, Mr. Van Oort,
Yeah.
Steerson thinks that Madsen would beat McKee. I have said he's never beaten McKee in the past, and I don't believe he would.
I would love to see it.
It would be close.
It's close, but I've never seen him beat McKee.
Well, they're both way better this year, so I don't, you know what I mean? Like trying to compare either of those two from last year.
Jared Johnson in deep, looking to score here in the 113-pound match. He does get the score, and they're going to go out of bounds as Jared Johnson goes up 2-0. I think Jared's going to look to put some serious hurt into this match.
You've got to find a way to ride a guy out for 13 seconds.
Well,
That's
and you need to squash any momentum Foley may think they have right now.
right. And Jared, much like Jared did against Scott West, though, and Jared will. Just wait. And it's still, and Jared's so calculating. You get yourself out of position, and he's going to make you pay in a big way, and he will yet this match, I feel like.
There aren't many guys technically better than Jared Johnson.
Jared, wrestler number 4.
Cameron Cowitz.
Cowitz.
Oh, so that's
Cowitz ranked 10th in the state at 113. Jared ranked 5th.
Oh, that
Jared
was
takes
a
a bad shot, but he recovers from it well. He's got to get hands on. Jared does a lot better when he gets hands on. And
Cowitz in on a leg. Jared defends with a
and he gets taken
neck
down.
lever, but gets taken down.
Jared needs to get an escape, and he does, and he gets
Reversal.
a reversal.
Not an escape. They just give him the 2. So now he leads 4-3.
Now he's. I think
Nice
as
job
this
by
match
Johnson
goes
there.
on, he gave up some points there, and he just got him back. So it's going to end the first period up 4-3. Jared is.
Some of these Foley guys, a lot of these Foley guys are pretty long, and they kind of just tendency to reach out and snag that leg. The KoMet's really got to keep their head and hands in good position, block, and be prepared to move the feet. Otherwise, these Foley guys get on the legs pretty quick.
So Jared riding here. I'm sorry, underneath to start the second period.
Trying to come up.
Just trying
Cowitz
to
has
get.
got
But here's the thing.
spiral going.
Jared knows he's not going to give up position until he's got some
Yep.
control of a hand. That's what I like
Now
about Jared.
Cowitz is riding the ankle. Now he switches to the other ankle, so he goes from one to the other. At some point, you've got to let go of the ankle.
Right. And he'll get
They do go
called
out of
on that
bounds.
pretty
Minute
soon.
26 left in the second. Come back to the center. Jared starts on bottom. Let's see
so
what he hits.
Grosser did fall down there. But
Caution.
just lost the decision.
Caution on Cowitz.
So Clawwitter does lose to Schermerhorn in the Frazee duel. So is that a flip of a match?
Well, no, because they gave up 6 at. So that would be a 6-point. Yeah, I mean they got a couple points back right there. You got to get a lot of points back, though.
Cowett's pretty tough on top here. Jared having a hard time keeping his base.
Yeah, Jared does that a little bit, and he'll get hands. See him kind of curled up underneath there. He's going to create some separation now. He's going to get his escape.
Gets up to his head, spins into him, flags him, and comes up to his feet.
That's how Jared,
that's how Jared rolls.
He does. He's tough that way. He's up 5-3 here with 57 seconds left to go in the second period. KoMet's trailed this duel 3-0 on a very tightly contested match at 106.
7-6. Horseman lost after leading.
Jared.
There's a couple lead changes in that one.
Jared, the aggressor here right now, putting pressure on.
Cowett sucks him down. Got double underhooks on the mat. This is going to end up in a stale, and there it is. Coming back up to start on the feet again.
Cowett is tired.
KoMet's always back to the middle first. Always moving forward, always getting hands on.
.22 seconds to go here in the second period.
Cowett takes a half shot. Jared just steps back. Now Jared working overtime the right side. Tries a little shrug, pass by. Shoots a shot out of bounds. 6 seconds left. Johnson still leads 5-3. 6 seconds left in the second period. AAA Matt Larson leads Nygaard 1-0 in the third. Matt 1, single A. Kenyon's leading the duel 12-3. Clowder down to Tanner Reitz right now 0-2. STMA up on Valley 6-0 after the pin at 106. Jared Johnson starting the third period on top. Cowett immediately up to the feet. Looks pretty tough, actually.
Yeah, gets his escape.
Jared elbow control on the left side.
Actually, they've already made up 5 points, so that switch did make up 5 points.
Kenyon,
Jared gets the leg. If he can drag it in, he's going to score here, you'd think. And he touches a foot out of bounds, and they call him out.
We need to get the college rule on that.
Yeah, I mean,
I'd also like to see riding time.
I would too.
2 rules we could implement
I don't
really
think
easily.
you're going to get riding time, though, because it's another change
thing
to the
track
and stuff.
Ooh, Cowett's in a kind of a weak shot, but he's long and he's strong.
Jared's going to get to that ankle. He's going to score if he gets to that ankle.
Jared now flattened him out. Jared could go the other way here.
He just can't quite get that ankle, I don't think.
Now he's going the other way. He heard me. Hear that, Harfman?
Yep, he did. He's going to score here, and he does score, and he bars that arm as he scores,
nice.
And now he's got a little bit of position there. 1 minute left to go. 7-4. Johnson leads this match.
Run it, Jared.
Now he's got the far wrist.
Ragdoll him.
He is going to run this thing hard. Cowett is going to have to fight if he's not going to get this thing run. Oh, Jared resets that.
Jared is
he had to,
cranking on that arm.
Danger.
Oof.
Yeah, he just went 1 step too far forward. For potentially dangerous, and this kid says he's hurt.
Yeah.
It was.
He was cranking on it.
He was cranking on it.
The angle changed just a little bit, and that was the right call.
So we got injury time here. Let's get a little update on those other matches, guys.
Well, first off, right here is where Kenyon can flip it right back. If Clowder can beat Reitz, he lost 1-0 last time. It's 2-1 right now.
Who's winning?
Reitz.
Okay.
So they can, then all of a sudden, if Frazee loses this match, they're in big trouble, I would say. Because then that 5 points that they just made up is all gone, and actually Kenyon's ahead of pace if they win. They got there were a lot of close matches in that first duel. The one, again, Frazee, Jepson beat Tyler Ryan 6-3 last time. I'd say that has a chance to get flipped.
Mm-hmm.
And then the next match, actually, at 32, Kish beat Ethan Beyer 4-0. That was probably Kish's biggest win of the season.
Is Jared looking mean out there to you guys right now?
With that face, I always have a hard time thinking that kid's mean.
He's the nicest kid you'll ever meet in your
life. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But he is. He's focused and intense. Jamie's got those guys ready. Jason on YouTube, you're welcome. Appreciate the shout out.
Give a shout out to you, or was it more to?
He was thanking us for what we're doing.
So
he said, Harfman and Van Ort, great job.
Really?
Not sure why this Fearson guy's even on the air.
Get it?
Not.
Because you don't want this to just be pure dry. I gotta assume those duels, you guys, is just.
It's dry.
Yeah,
it is
yeah.
compared.
I could hardly stand listening to ourselves.
Yeah. We lost a bunch of viewership, but we picked it back up when you got back.
Yeah,
in.
we're well over 10,000 now with you here, Furshin. St.
how many
Michael up on
stole
Valley
confidence?
6-3.
Jared rides the rest of this match out on top, looking for some back points, but he's not going to get anything. He's going to win this 7-4. Nicely done by Jared Johnson.
Great job.
That's how you come back after a tough loss.
That's twice he's done that today.
Yep. So now we go to Brady Lam, which is going to be another dogfight, though. Down here, there's some John Dirks, I believe it's pronounced, a sophomore, 20-6 versus Brady Lam. Brady Lam, a junior, 27-9. So 27-9 versus 20-6. KoMet's wrestle a much more challenging schedule than Foley does.
There's Brandon Eggum, Gophers assistant coach.
Didn't see him. Did he walk by? Okay.
Right there.
Brady Lam's been wrestling very, very well this year. Improved drastically. What he's done really, really well is he hasn't gotten himself out of position very often.
FYI, Cloudwater riding up 2-1 in the third, riding and just got a warning on Reitz for stalling. But he's going to get out here, I would guess. Oh, don't let him hit that switch.
Reitz not only is going to get out, but he
Lam passes the elbow and gets to the leg, brings it up, turning the corner, scores.
And does not score yet.
Come on. Oh, come on.
Oh, that wasn't just a warning for stall. That was a ding. Oh. But Reitz is going to come out and be
well,
up.
he's not going to. They call it stalemate, and he goes back
that's
underneath.
A huge call for Cloudwater.
Lam stuffs the shots by Dirks that time. Trying to work a front head. Trying to go get a go behind here. Now he's looking ahead in the hole possibly.
He's trying to get the go behind, I think.
Trying to circle.
Really trying to get.
He's getting a little ahead of himself. Got to stay careful.
Oh,
here.
no points?
No points down at the far end.
Time expired.
Overtime. Stalemate here on the KM match.
But Lam's been controlling this match, folks, even though it's 0-0.
I'd like to see him get to a shot again, actually.
Yeah, he'll score if he gets to it. Long Foley wrestler again. Lam a little bit rushed that and walked into kind of gave up a single in sort of a scramble.
That's two. No?
He's going to give up the two, and he gets taken down. That was a matter of being a little bit overly aggressive, which Lam's been this year. Has been aggressive nicely. And Lam gets his escape in that same aggressive fashion, though, to make it 2-1 here with 9 seconds to go.
Lam can get behind Aru. That happens quite a bit, actually, but he usually settles down and slows down the pace a little bit and wrestles in a little bit better position the longer the match goes.
So first period's going to end 2-1. So Brady Lam's going to go down to start the second period. That Kenyon's Clawwitter match still tied up. There is that the first overtime?
Yep.
So Brady Lam goes underneath to start the second period. Again, Foley rides really well. You have got to control some wrists underneath there. They're real long.
They're good on top.
They're really long, and they use that length very well to run a deep waist.
Ooh, that's a harsh crossface he just pounded across Lam's face. Lam's working hard to stay on his hip. Now he kind of goes switch from his hip. He's got to be careful there.
Yep.
AAA Matt, St. Michael up 6-3 on Valley, but Sebas Swigum is up on Zach Schoen 9-2 at 120. So this one's going to be either tied or in Valley's favor after this match. Sebas can get the major. Canyon's still over there in overtime.
Lam does get his escape, by the way.
Ties it up. Now Lam needs to get to the leg. If he waits for Dirks to shoot, he will get taken down. He waited for Dirks to shoot. Caught him with an underhook that time. Lam's got to be careful here. Don't keep that head stuffed.
Keep that head
now
in the
he's got it there. Now we're in better shape.
All right, all Cloudwater's got to do is escape. He rode out Reitz in his OT. And I say that there will be 30 seconds on the clock regardless, so he's got to escape and not get taken down after that.
Right, 20 seconds left. They go out of bounds down there.
You
Lam-
don't want
Gosh,
to
Lam has given up that shot too many times and gets taken down to his back, rolls off of it. Lams can't stand there and wait for Dirks to shoot on him.
Dirks hooks a cradle up. He's got it. He don't know if he can turn him, but he's got it.
I think Lam
Did he catch a
broke
hand?
the hands.
Okay.
Lam's
going to get a
nice.
reversal, and he does.
That's a reversal right there.
Yep. So it makes it 4-4, folks. 20 seconds to go here in the second period.
So Lam goes from being in a cradle to popping his head out the other side. He's got a leg on the inside, but he is behind both arms. Gets the reversal. Now they're going to come back to the center with 14 seconds left, tied 4-4. 14 seconds in the second period. Who won that one over there?
Still going to another overtime. It's going to ultimate overtime. Somebody gets the choice of whether they want to ride or go underneath.
Well, whoever gets the choice is going to go on top because both of them rode each other.
And Lam needs to ride out here for another 5 seconds to finish this period so he can go into the third tied 4-4.
Boy, down in that far mat, Kenyon Wanamingo, it is just the fans are going nuts down there.
Like I said,
down
Frazee
there.
needs this more than Kenyon does, but, you know, boy, if there ever was a
15
time to
seconds
call stall,
left. Kenyon
he did
trying
this.
to come out of the back door, but
This is what he
No,
did
he's-
for his session of OT. He breaks him down again. and
Reitz has
he's
got
not getting
both
out.
legs in.
You're not going to call a stall in this
Well, I
situation.
would.
What we don't need here with Lam's match is a clasping or something, and he does let him go. So it's 5-4 now. Lam's trailing. Lam has to get to his shot.
Yep, and they're encouraging him to get to a shot.
Dirks is confident with his right now, and if Lam stands there, he's going to get taken down again. And Kenyon lost that.
Yeah.
Which,
Lam stuffed one shot. Now he needs the counter shot.
yeah, he does. Lam needs to get him moving a little bit and then get a shot in. He's just standing there. He's standing in good position, but he's just standing there. He's not moving his feet from side to side right now.
And here comes Dirks' shot. Dirks is controlling the position. He's controlling the wrist. He's got inside tie. And there it is. Lam stuffs it again. Lam has to figure out a way to get to the legs. He hasn't tried yet. Now Lam gives up double underhooks and they go out of bounds, thankfully. 1:05 left. Lam trails by 1. You'd think Dirks was trailing here the
You
way
would,
he's
based on his
attacking from the
wrestling.
feet.
So,
Lam tries a drag. I
yeah.
don't know if that's the answer. There it is. There's a
he's
shot.
got a shot.
Lam's finding to the leg. High crotch. He's driving up. He's turning the corner. He's elevating. He finished.
He finished
I'm
it.
telling you.
Oh,
Just shoot.
oh man, 47 seconds to go. Lam had pressure, and it looked like
Ooh.
he might even get a turn, and looks like Foley is
I didn't
hurt
see that because
now.
I looked down at the computer. What happened?
He
Just off the shot?
Just returned him to the mat, and Foley is on the mat hurt. And it was in a position where Lam was going to take him straight over to his back, or going to try with that half.
Yeah.
And it was kind
It
of.
wasn't a slam.
No, it wasn't a slam.
But he put him down. You know, his head was kind of pointed to the mat when he put him down. I don't know if he got something caught weird. It doesn't look good. He's not moving around too much right now. Hopefully it isn't serious.
So he isn't moving much, is he?
Well, I mean, he's breathing,
Yeah.
but he hasn't gotten
let's-
off of his belly.
Let's not be too dramatic.
And he's
Yeah,
he's picking his head up now.
So
He's doing the Hulk Hogan. He's got the
Valley up on St. Michael now 7-6 after a major by Swigum at 120. They're at 126 now. Rathman's trailing to Demer 3-2. Kenyon up 12-6 over Frazee.
So where do you see that Valley match? Where do you see that with St. Michael? Is that
7-6. St.
but-
Michael won the first two, obviously, but they kept him.
Up there on the big board.
yeah, no, but I'm asking from which team are both teams happy with where they're at? Who's happy with this
No,
score?
I would say that St. Michael
Is
is
not happy because they didn't get bonus points in the first two matches.
Yes, they did. They stuck in the first match.
Oh, no.
Yes, they
Oh,
pinned
they're
at
26.
106.
Okay.
I think Valley, if anything, would have hoped to get some bonus points out of Nate Larson at 13, and they didn't.
Okay.
And they were hoping Peyton wouldn't get pinned at 106, which he did. So I think St. Michael's probably ahead of where they hoped to be or wanted to be at this point.
Okay, and Mr.
And
Beer-
Rathman's behind.
and did they need Rathman to win?
I think you need Rathman to win.
Okay, Fearson, how about the far end with Kenyon Wanamingo?
This is a match that Kish won last time 4-0. Kenyon is 5 points behind their pace from last time. Of course, they won that duel by 27 though, so it's still plenty of wiggle room right now. But we'll see. Like I said, with Ted Androli not at full strength, I'm a little worried about that. But this is another big spot for Frazee. If
Lam
they can
and
get this
Dirks are
one,
back out on the mat, anyone that's wondering.
they get this one, and all of a sudden that's 11 points made up.
Looks like we've got
stalling on Brady Lam for 2-on-1 on the cross wrist.
What?
That's quite a call.
23 seconds left here in the third period. Lam is up 6-5. He just needs to ride out here for 23 seconds. Dirks comes up to his feet, gets the escape. That makes it 6-6. I don't know what that stalling call is.
It kind of affected Lam's decision there.
Oh! Lam almost scores on the edge.
They could. It looks like they're going to go to overtime unless something happens in this last 5 seconds as they come back to the center of the match. Dirks can barely get back to the center of the mat.
He almost looked like he was tipping
Woozy.
over as he,
So Lam in good position to be too aggressive here, but he gets on that head. He's going to snap it down. He's going to win this match. Folks, he just can't get too aggressive here. Dirks is tired. Get on the head, snap that thing down.
Dirks takes a shot again. He's deep. Lam's got to stuff this or he's in trouble.
He's all right.
Dirks is just too tired, I think.
Through that, yep.
If he's not going to finish that shot, it bodes well for
He finishes
Lam.
that shot in the first period.
For sure. It's not even close.
Lam almost overpowered him and went back the other direction.
Yep.
Look at him. He's wobbly.
Lam's confident.
Dirks has got to have a concussion right now.
I think he's just so out of gas.
Lam hits a
Lam
shot.
needs to get
Lam,
to
go!
a shot.
Yep.
Lam can finish any shot right now. Come on!
Dirks in deep on a single.
Really deep.
Come on.
Lam's trying to keep the foot to the outside and whiz her down.
He's doing a good job. Shoot.
And Dirks takes him down to win that match with 12 seconds to go in overtime.
Just refused to shoot.
Oh boy. And Kish is down 2-0 down at the far end.
So that makes it 6-3, the Comets trail in this championship duel. We knew those first few matches would be tight.
Yeah, but we
Now
could have won both of them.
We could have, and that's
Gosh darn it.
that's where Coach Hyatt is probably not going to be happy with.
It's just frustrating. Every time Lam shot, I think he scored. And he only shot twice in the entire match.
So it looks like I'm thinking Foley's going to forfeit to Keaton Shore right here. Forfeit to Keaton Shore, and Garrison Shore is going to be the next one to hit the mat. So they forfeit at 126. Not sure why that,
Well, remember they had a spot they had to forfeit, so they decided to do it to Keaton, and they're going to wrestle Garrison and Isaac Hammond instead. So they had an open spot in their lineup.
Okay.
Now wrestling on mat 8, 132-pound AA championship, Mitch Rathfork for Foley, Kasson-Mantorville.
So Mitch Rathfork for Foley, 14-9 sophomore. Comets trail this 6-3 right now. They're ahead 9-6 now after
the
that
forfeit. Yeah.
So Garrison Shore hitting the mat. Rathfork, quality wrestler here. Garrison 23-9, a freshman. Rathfork in deep on a single. Shore had that. He had the far wrist, didn't need to give that up, and he did give it up. Garrison Shore trying to come up. Got that. He's got that bar arm. Garrison can't come up because of the bar on the far side. So
Comet fans don't get down at all here. These were all toss-up matches. I'm disappointed, obviously, because toss-up matches that we could have won and you lose are hard to take, but the KoMets are in very good shape. We're ahead right now after losing 2 toss-up matches, and when we get to, if we're ahead after one, or if we're even after 152 or even close, the other team's in big trouble. So, but so far, Foley's proved that they're able to win some close matches.
Frazee
wins.
Frazee has made up 11 points.
So that was a
big one.
That was a big one, wasn't it? The last 2 have been big ones down there at the far end. So Garrison Shore ends the first down 2-0. I expect the KoMets to start a run here after this match. The KoMets should take control of this duel.
Shore starts in the bottom position. Second period immediately comes up to the feet, peeling the hands. Rothfork trying to keep him up. Garrison does get some separation, gets his one. Nice job, Garrison.
Garrison now on the head. He could score right here. He's got head in the hole now.
Nice.
Oh, he doesn't quite get it.
Just got to stretch him out a little bit more. Now he's got the angle and he's got the leg. If he keeps working here, he'll get it. And he might lock up a near side cradle at the same time. He's got to keep working, though.
Keep going.
Got to keep working.
Running that thing. Keep going. Don't go out of bounds.
He has the cradle locked.
He gets the
He lets it go, though, and gets the 2.
So Kenyon scores on the far end. I did not see
That's
who
big.
this match
It's
is.
Tyler Ryan of Jepson.
Rylan Avery asks, why did they forfeit? Rylan, they've forfeited a match right around this weight every duel today so far, so I'm pretty sure they just have an open spot in their lineup.
Well, I would guess somebody probably maybe got hurt or didn't make weight.
But even maybe make weight or got hurt in sections or something, because they've had it open all day, and they've forfeited at either 138, 132, or 126. So, and today they chose to forfeit to our probably a top guy on those 3 weights,
which means they must have forfeited 32, because you can forfeit 1 weight above or 1 weight below that weight.
Yep. So I think the first one today they forfeited 38, and the second one they forfeited 32, and this one they forfeited to Keaton, who is our strongest wrestler in this group.
Drive Tyler. Tyler Ryan in so deep, but he's going to get called stale here.
He's up in the match 2-1.
Go, baby, go, baby. Yeah, but he could get a second takedown here at the end of the period. Oh, you could be counting near fall right now if you wanted.
Kyle Rathman did get that match for Apple Valley, so they lead.
Wow.
They lead 10-6 now, and Devin Roberts is out there with Cody Schoen. I think Apple Valley still has a little ground to make up after taking a pin at 106.
Garrison Shore leading 3-2 now with that takedown, and he's putting some time into Ranfork.
And Ranfork hasn't done anything from the bottom here.
Yeah,
I wonder if he'll choose down or both up.
And our coaches are talking about it. They might just put Garrison right on top. They're hoping he's going to go down.
No, it was our choice. Or they
that was their
deferred to us in the second.
So they're not going to cut him. They're going to ride him the way Garrison's been riding him.
I think he can. Rothfork did not look good there on bottom. Now he sits out. Garrison tries for a chin drop. Garrison reaches for a cradle. Got to be careful there. Rothfork doesn't take advantage of it at all. Now Garrison's arm is still caught over the top. Rothfork might be able to turn and face here. It doesn't look like he's very active, though.
He doesn't.
He's just grabbing on and hanging on. He wasn't grabbing and turning.
So
not a good feel on the bottom.
Right, absolutely. This is where you can expose him right now, Garrison Shore.
Are we going to see a Shore stack possibly?
It's possible.
I could see it.
Yeah. We haven't seen one for a long time, have we?
No,
I think they told Brandon after Brandon.
It was Brandon's legacy.
Yep,
it was retired.
It was retired.
Yeah,
it still happens once in a while, but they're not
Not
sure.
intentionally.
Yeah.
I accidentally stacked him, Coach. Garrison's still riding tough with 1:10 left in the third period. He's leading this match 3-2. The KoMets lead the duel 9-6.
Can we call it the Hilke Wizura?
Tyler Ryan gets taken down. Is that 3-2 now? Tyler Ryan behind?
Is Kenyon in danger here?
Not yet.
But they're getting closer to it.
Did Tyler Ryan win this match last
No,
time?
he lost it. That's why I was saying they could really
This would be
get back to some comfortability with a win here.
Garrison Shore still riding with 37 seconds left. Looking for a, he was looking for a ball and chain sort of.
I tell you what, Rothberg hasn't, not only has he not gotten close to scoring an escape, he hasn't even really gotten off his belly.
Right. Now he's
got his head on that mat again. Now he's up to his base. Garrison's got to be careful now.
Oh. Garrison going to give up an escape here with 10 seconds to go, it looks like. And he does, to go 3-3 now. With 6 seconds to go, we're going to go to overtime here unless Garrison can score right here.
It's like we're criticizing Kenyon a little bit, but we got to realize they just lost 3 close decisions in a row.
Yeah.
You know,
well, it's the same as
they're
what
not
we did
giving up
about our
bonus
squad.
points, you know.
Same with our squad. We aren't, I mean, we're not going to go soft on. We are in overtime here with Garrison Shore. Mitch Rothfork, 3-3. Carson needs to attack.
Tyler Ryan's 3-3 down there too. Garrison
stuffs the shot.
Thought he was going to have an opportunity to score there on that.
Now Garrison is controlling the position. He's got inside tie on the right side. Passes the elbow, kind of weak attempt there. Passes it, almost gets the leg with the other hand.
Tyler Ryan gets Grambied for 5.
Oh. Garrison snapping Rothberg down. He's got 2 overs here. Rothberg up to his feet. Garrison still got the overs. 14 seconds left. I got to think that if Garrison can get to these extra overtime periods, it's advantage him after. Oh, Garrison might score. He's got 5 seconds to score. He's got a cradle locked up. Oh, he's not going to get it.
So now we're going to the second overtime. This is to Garrison Shore's advantage because he rode Rathfork for a long
Shore
time.
gets choice. He's going to choose down. We need an escape here by Garrison Shore. I'm getting ready to give him the point, guys.
I'd really like the reversal, to be honest.
That'd be better yet, wouldn't it?
Would be.
Shore up to his feet. Rothfork grabs an ankle and just hangs on. Throws a leg in. Throws a leg in, hangs on an ankle, and now he's going cross body, trying to reach under the arm. What's he doing here?
Well, he's going to ride him for 30 seconds is what he's going to do.
Stalemate called with 14 seconds.
Now Garrison knows that leg's coming in. Now he's got to figure out a way to come up in this 14 seconds to get his point.
Same exact move, grabs the ankle, throws the leg in. Apparently we didn't learn anything after that first attempt.
Boy, oh boy. Now Garrison's going to have to ride.
Yep. Now Shore has to ride for 30 seconds. I mean, you'd think he could after what we saw in the first period, but he's going to have to do it. Garrison with a deep waist, tries to stay behind, chopping. Rothberg trying to grab the hand and come up. Garrison still behind. Does he have a cross wrist? I can't tell. Looks like he might. He should stack him right here. His head's on the mat.
They took it out of the arsenal, remember?
10 seconds left. Garrison still with the deep waist controlling the. Oh! He almost got reversed. He almost got Grambied. He almost got some backs. He's very dangerous here. Very dangerous position, but he
does ride him.
Oh.
Now, who gets the flip?
Who scored first? I think they scored first, didn't they?
And they want to go on top. So
all right.
Garrison pick up the ankle, throw the leg in. You got to be ready for that.
Garrison knows he's going to go for the ankle. He knows he's going to try to throw the leg in. Sit right back over that right foot so he can't grab the ankle. Both crowds are on their feet. Garrison does it that time. He comes up to the feet that time. Rothberg trying to hang on to a single leg. Garrison trying to break the grip. 20 seconds left. Garrison trying to circle in. Rothberg just got his hands tied. Isn't that a stalling? Isn't that a stalling, sir? 10 seconds. Garrison can't break the grip. 8 seconds. That just.
That's not a point.
Oh, it is a point. Is it a point in the final period?
Yep.
Garrison wins on a stalling call.
It was the right call.
It was the right call because Rothberg didn't return him for a full 24 seconds.
wins.
Hey, we finally won a close one.
Wow.
Yes. 4-3.
So Isaac Hammond coming out at 38. I didn't know if they'd run Hammond out for sure, if they might have bumped there. Wilcox still could go at 45, and that wouldn't surprise me at all if they do. But Wilcox must not be going because he picked up his stuff and is walking back to the bench. So Hammond, I'll give you his opponent. We're assuming it's
Taylor Jurek.
Taylor Jurek, 22 and 13, a senior. Isaac Hammond, a junior, 25 and 10.
Now wrestling on mat
Was that
8
an
at
ultimate OT?
138 pounds,
Yes.
Double A championship.
Jurek takes a shot. Hammond stuffing it.
So far. Now he's got it fully stuffed. Can he score from it? Doesn't look like he's going to be able to. He's just got overs and just hanging on.
So Tyler Ryan cannot pull out the victory down there.
So now
12-12.
Ishams pinned Hewlem last time. So here's a good spot for Kenyon to make up some points.
The dual score for Kenyon Wanamingo is 12-12 with Frazee at 145 pounds.
The dual score with St. Michael Albertville and Apple Valley is Apple Valley leads 14-6 at 138. McKee's out there. He's going to get a pin in this one, so it's going to be 14-12 going to 145, which will be a pretty good wait for Valley, I'm guessing, if they send out Morgan.
So Ben, just a quick on Kenyon Wanamingo Frazee. Has this low, Frazee or Kenyon Wanamingo is typically up 12-0 after 2 matches.
They were.
To be at 45 and be 12-12 is dangerous. With the horses they got down low. I'm just looking at what I see here. I don't know much about the teams. I'm just saying.
Well, you got to realize Brossard is on Schermerhorn, and Clawwater is on Reitz. We're talking about state champion caliber kids right there. And then
Hammond's really close to getting a takedown here. It looks like they gave it to him.
Tyler Ryan is on Grant Jepson. We're talking about elite kids for Frazee. We're not talking about.
Yeah, you're right.
Kasson-Mantorville's Isaac Hammond up 2-0 at the end of the first period.
Period 0-0 with Ishams in a match that he got stuck last time. So like I said, huge chance to make up. It's 0-0. They can make up as many as 9 points, and then that 11 points is essentially gone.
Looks like Hammond's in a good position to possibly get a reversal here. He's sitting in the basket of Jurek. Jurek's able to roll around and get back behind.
Hammond again. Foley does a really nice job of controlling wrists, and they're long. They don't have a lot of horsepower in muscle, but they're really long and they use their leverage well.
They're good on top. They obviously spend some time learning top technique. They're tough. Hammond tries to throw the knee off.
If he'd have been in the center of the mat, I think he'd get it, but
I think so too.
They're at the edge and they go off.
I think that's only a matter of time till he scores from that position.
The Komets lead this duel at 138 pounds. Isaac Hammond on the mat facing Taylor Jurek. Jurek 20 and 12 as senior.
That does make the Foley win over Simley that much more impressive, the fact that they beat him with a forfeit.
Absolutely.
What happened apparently is there was some kind of lineup snafu that they did something wrong. That's why they're not able to wrestle someone there.
Oh, really?
Yeah. That's
All
what
day.
The St. Cloud beat writer was telling me.
Gosh, that's terrible. Now Hammond gets to a good sit out and comes up to his feet, does a little chain wrestling. Now he's breaking the hand, circling into the mat. Jurek has a way of finding the edge.
Well,
Clasping.
That's
All
what
right.
Hammond was looking for. Hammond was looking at the referee, and I couldn't figure out why it was. He's thinking he's got his hands clasped right there.
he's
and he did.
showing it to him.
He's kind of
Well done by Hammond.
it wasn't like he did it and released. He still had him held there, and the ref went, "Oh,
Hammond's
those are
got his
own
hands on the mat, and he's looking down at his hands locked around his belly, going, "Wait a second."
So So what happened is Foley reported the wrong wrestler at 126 against Perham in the first duel of the day. Therefore, they were forced to forfeit the rest of the day. Unless you're Totina Grace, then you don't have to forfeit your spot the rest of the day. Per Mr. Olson,
guess it
the head
matters
of the officials.
who you are, huh?
Well, that case it did.
So Hammond does not get out from underneath, which is not good, but he does get a point for the clasp.
So Isaac Hammond heading into the third period leads 3-0 for the Komets at 138 pounds. Starting on top, looks like we're going to have a inadvertent whistle by the ref. Valley up 14-12 over STMA. Jalen Thule out there for Valley at 145. He's up 2-0. Canyon Wanamingo and Frazee tied 12-12 at 145. Hammond looking for a tilt. He might get a cheap 2 call here. Count!
Yeah, he sure could get it. Very close.
I don't know
Oh
how.
boy, oh boy, I thought he had it.
I did too.
He's
Still
looking
working for it. Just wanted to make sure he doesn't get out of position here and give up a reversal.
Yeah.
He's got the leg in deep.
Kenyon Wanamingo got a takedown.
That's big. If Hewlem wins that, like I said, that's a
huge
9-point flip.
Yeah. And that's in the third period. 50 seconds left.
Well, these are two unranked wrestlers, you know, so it's not.
Hammond still up here on top, riding hard. So far, Jurek has been pretty flat. Hammond's trying to get an arm barred behind the back. Now Jurek comes up to the base a little bit. Hammond working a heavy 2-on-1 wrist underneath, putting good pressure forward. Now Jurek comes up to the feet. Gets a little separation, but Hammond able to corral him and then pick him up and bring him out of bounds. So 3-0 lead for Hammond with 45 seconds left in the third period.
Sam Stoll has some choice words for Mr. Olson. Oh, no. Hewlett. Oh, no. He's going to get turned in a cradle here.
No, he's
No.
not.
Now get up and out. He's out. That's a point. 3-2. Hewlett up 3-2.
Should be. There he goes. They gave it to him.
7-6.
Just a charge. Is that a move or is that? Kenyon's going to get this one. Stalling warning now on Jurek. Hammond up 3-0 and Jurek's got a stalling warning. Kenyon get a much needed win there.
Yeah, they did to get momentum back.
That's a 9-point swing, as Hershey said from the last time. Now Hammond going for that cheap tilt again. He gets it this time. He's got him flat. Oh, that was really close to being a pin.
That was actually very dangerous. Up 3-0 riding. There was no reason with 10 seconds to go.
Did they give Hammond any back points there?
They might have given him 2 back points, but he could have gotten pinned right there, folks.
Yeah.
That was dangerous. Now we go up to Patrick Kennedy at 145 pounds as he steps onto the mat. The Komets leading this 15-6. He should have Justin Henry, or I'm assuming it's going to be Justin Henry. We're going to see which one they bring out right here.
It is Henry.
Henry at sophomore, 13 and 18. Kennedy an 8th grader, 19 and 2.
Nice.
Kennedy gets a big takedown right away.
From Frazee, Charlton Waite.
Charlton.
Now wrestling in
So
Great name.
145-pound double-A.
Kennedy cuts and is going to get another looking for another takedown here.
Patrick Kennedy, Kasson-Mantorville.
Kennedy doesn't want to go out of bounds because he wants to score his points here. And he does go out of bounds, so. In the Kenyon Wanamingo duel, Kenyon leads the duel 15-12 at 152 pounds they're wrestling. Dylan Craig getting back points for the Knights right now.
Is it Craig? Oh, it was Craig. It was Hilke who wrestled him last time.
Kennedy working hard on top here. A minute left in the first period. He leads 4-1, cuts him again. Kennedy can score from the feet at will at this point. Go out of bounds. Kennedy comes back to the center, 46 seconds. Beautiful high crotch to the left leg of Henry. Doesn't finish. Now he switches to a single, goes out of bounds.
A lot of work not to score there.
Yeah, it almost seemed like he drove him out instead of trying to keep that leg up in the air and pulling him in. That's odd.
There he's got the single now. Drops him to the mat and covers.
He picked that leg way up in the air.
Yeah, he did.
Henry had no choice but to go over.
Craig getting more back points. That's huge. This is maybe this one caught. This is like the only move that Kenyon has in their lineup that they can flip Hilke and Craig. Maybe they are surprised by this.
Jalen Thule is going to win this match for Valley at 145, and that's going to put Valley up 17-12 over STMA, going to 152.
Wow, this is. Don't you feel like Apple Valley's in good position right now?
Did Isaac win a
think
decision?
so.
I thought he won a major. He won a
No,
decision.
No, he was 3-0. He didn't even get the backs at the end.
He didn't.
Okay.
No.
So doesn't Apple Valley still have Morgan? They still have Morgan, Hall, and
Stevenson, or
So-
Stevenson.
so that's
Yeah, but St. Michael's got theirs too. They've got Jeske, they've got
Jeske and
Ronson.
Ronson.
Their
yeah.
heavy's good. It's
Tell you what though, Basong is not horrible anymore. You
No.
know, he's solid.
yeah, but he's not.
You know, he's not going to be one of those guys, but it gives Valley a lot more flexibility.
And I wonder if Valley's going to be able to decide who they send out against Jeske. If they can get Hall and Jeske, they can win. They can take away and get both wins there. And they have Jake Aller right now. He's going to pin this Arthur Quiones. I'd be willing to bet. Kennedy's still leading. Oh, never mind. As we looked away, Kennedy leading 8-4 now.
Yep.
So another takedown.
Now up on mat number 6,
So
Class 3A, 150
Man,
pounds.
Dylan Craig might get a tech, in which case they will be exactly the same pace as last time.
Arthur Quiones.
And what was the final last time?
They won by 27, 42 to 15. Kenyon came to wrestle this one. That's why I wasn't too concerned about all those decisions. You know, if they were given a bonus points there, they'd be in trouble. But
Yeah.
you're keeping it to tight decisions with, you know, state place winners essentially.
Kennedy tries to take a shot to the left leg without freeing his right hand, and Henry basically blocks him and then shoves him out of bounds. Kennedy looks like he might be getting a little bit tired
yeah,
here.
he's worked hard here already. He's only up 8-4 just with those takedowns.
Yeah, Henry actually staying in better position now than Kennedy.
Kennedy
Kennedy on the shot. Kennedy clearly the better wrestler.
Up 10-4. They're gonna want a major out of this.
Yeah.
Dylan Craig up 13-0 right now. This is only the end of the second period, so he can secure his tech fall.
There's the pin for STMA.
So
So that's going to
puts
put
them
them ahead
ahead.
18-17, going to 160.
160, but is Morgan a wrestler already?
I don't think they've sent Brock Morgan out. He must be going out there now.
Is it-
Yeah, they're sending Brock Morgan out at
At
60.
60. Wow.
So this was Valley's matchup magic move
Yeah.
of the day. And he's got Donnie Lure. He's going to dominate Donnie Lure. Immediately Morgan in on a single.
And he did get the tech down there.
So exactly where they were last
Yep.
duel. Kennedy up 11-4 with the escape.
After a
He's
quick escape.
In on a single, changes to a double and scores.
Beautiful Kennedy.
Now he's up 13-4.
So all that good
Ooh.
work that they did early is gone.
Lure looks like he's hurt for St. Michael Albertville.
It looks like it might just be a cramp in the leg. He looks fine. He's coming up to his feet. Yeah, he dinged his knee or something. It wasn't a twist. It just looks like he might have.
Kennedy cuts Henry to make it 13-5. Still has a major on the board. Kennedy in with a nice high crotch. Looking to cut back. He does and finishes that. Now at 15-5.
Uh-oh, Shelby Morrow is opening the can of worms, talking about 2013 versus 2016.
I've already said it multiple times. I said, stop talking about it now.
Yeah.
Kennedy.
It would be close. It would be very close is the answer.
Kennedy cuts him again.
I don't think it would be that close.
But every time we've tried to write it out and figure out the matchups.
What Kevin Berge would do.
It's Kevin Berge matching up against Kevin Berge.
You gotta start comparing
and
Kevin Berge.
It just really, if you could give us a list of matchups from both teams, then we could tell you how it's going to go.
I don't think
we
Kevin
can't get
Berge
that.
is senile.
No, I would agree with that. Great statement, Ben.
Yep, very profound.
Kennedy now leads 15-6.
15 seconds to go in the match. He's going to end this with a major more than likely.
10 seconds remaining, third period. Morgan leading Lure 4-2 in the STMA Valley match. Morgan out of Valley.
Morgan needs a major here, don't you think, for Valley?
Yes, I would expect that that's what they're planning on getting out of him. So KM gets a major here from Kennedy. Nice job, Kennedy. Leads 19-6. And folks, your window of opportunity, Foley, has officially closed.
Right, coming into 160.
You're in big, big trouble.
Well, they're going to send Ethan Shea out right
no, that's
here.
okay. I'm just saying
it's
they have very limited opportunities to win matches from here on out.
I would assume that
this one's going to be their best shot until maybe heavy.
This is absolutely their shot until heavy, in my opinion. Again, they have the #1 ranked 182-pounder in the state, but Aaron Berge gets him, and we'll see what happens.
Yeah, let's see what happens there. That'll be a fun one. So we've got out here at 52, Shea versus Lefebvre.
Shea had a takedown. They waved it off. He had it right at the edge of the mat.
So
Kennedy.
Typed Craig I typed Hilke after I correct myself.
Sam's not convinced.
Well, I think we can all agree next year's team, barring.
Really hard to figure out.
Stay after it. Stay aggressive. They're fighting in the middle of the mat.
Minute left in the second period. Looks like Morgan up 6-2 in his match for Valley. Third period. That's not going to end up as a major. Kenyon up 20-12 in the third in their duel. Hilke down 2-0 in the third period at 160.
So this would be a problem.
This would be a flip back.
Yeah. This is not the kid that wrestled last time though.
Shea needs to generate some offense here. He's waiting to try to counter.
He does a nice job of getting on the head, Shea does, and wearing guys out, and he's doing a nice job of it, but he doesn't have a go-to shot, let's say that. So 8 seconds left to go in this second period, all tied up at 2. KoMet's lead the duel 19-6.
Pass by attempt there by Lefebvre.
It's going to be funny if I block that lady. Then she won't have to get my updates anymore.
3-2, by the way, as Shea just gives up the escape, just puts him on his feet, wants to wrestle from the feet, which I agree with.
Me blocking that lady?
Really?
Oh.
Yeah, you could do that too.
Yeah, I agree with that too, actually.
Yeah, Ethan's not a great
Get in there,
turner.
drive. Hilke trying to drive and finish.
Ethan's trying to defend a shot
it's gonna
here.
Be a stall though, isn't it? No?
Ethan's got to keep that head stuffed. How do they always get to the edge? That just drives me nuts. Ethan has an opportunity here, but he's right on the edge of the mat. If he circles, he's going out, and they call a stalemate.
This was actually a good call.
Yeah, probably a
wasn't
call.
enough activity.
Kenyon in on a shot over there, but really flattened out. 4 seconds left, 3 seconds left. They're going to lose this one 2-0. That's a 6-point swing.
That brings the dual score to 20-15 in favor of Kenyon Wanamingo.
Morgan's not going to major. He's only up 6-3 here, so Valley's going to be up 20-18 going into Mark Hall land.
That's a land nobody
come
wants
on.
to be in.
Shea, come on.
Oh, Ethan got taken down. He got out of he let up and lost focus for a second as they were sort of going out of bounds and gave up a deep shot.
That's where somebody with a little bit more training in that area would have been able to get a stalemate, trap an arm, and Ethan just kind of planted his hands on the mat and gave him an easy 2.
25 seconds to go. Ethan down 5-2.
Doesn't look like this is going to be the one we're going to win.
Nope. So
18 seconds left. Ethan starting in the base position again on the bottom. Comes up to his feet. Lefebvre lets him go.
escape.
Ethan's got to get to a shot here. 5-3. He shoots outside, gets blocked. Goes for a fireman's on the edge, gets called out of bounds. 2 seconds left. It's not going to be enough. Foley's going to close this one to 19-9.
This is Shea, right?
Yep.
Ethan Shea, yep. He loses 5-3.
So now comes out Bergie, Bigelow, Bergie, Ryan. So the KoMets will make some hay here. 19-9, they lead the duel. Lost a few close matches though.
Now wrestling at 170 pounds on mat number 6, 3A championship. Garrett Hales from
Bergie
Albertville
active.
and Tony Watts of Apple Valley.
Gets a quick 2.
Tony Watts is wrestling who down there for STMA?
Now wrestling at mat 8,
Garrett
160
Alts.
pound double A
The-
championship.
Watts needs to win
And
this
could we see Jeske Hall?
at 82.
No way. That's what we wanted to see at the Christmas tournament.
If St. Michael doesn't bump, Hall's going to be on Jeske. Brady leading
If you're
4-2 after 2
STMA,
takedowns.
you can't want
really
that.
want that
No.
matchup. There's no
Well,
way.
who has to present is the question.
Yeah, we'll find out.
Brady making mincemeat of Bryce.
Well, the only way is if Hall weighed in at 82. Otherwise, it doesn't matter who presents first.
Right. That's a good point.
So Brady cuts again.
Did you see that move that Hall hit in that first match of the
No,
day?
I was
Super
looking
duck?
at the stupid computer.
It happens so fast you can't even tell if it's a super duck or what it is. He just
Bergie getting the near fall points. Looks like he's in position to get this pin right here.
That's going to be it right there. That's a fall.
And he does get it.
Bergie by fall over Bryce.
So
Congrats, Brady Bergie.
yep.
he's good.
Andy Bigelow hitting the mat.
He's good.
So the KoMets now lead 25-9. Andy Bigelow hitting the mat.
Just going to put that out there. If Hall and Jeske wrestle, I'm not going to be updating any scores.
Come on.
So
Come on,
if
slacker.
Spencer Elwell actually has been weighing in at 70, could wrestle. This could be him, but I'm not
It is
sure.
LL.
It is. So he's been weighing in at 70. He's ranked number 1 at 82. Somebody said he's in the bracket at 182,
Yes.
but he is a 70-pounder today.
Well, according to you.
Well, he's wrestling right here at 70, if that's him.
That is him.
Can you do that? You can weigh in at 70 and then wrestle at 82 in the individual tournament?
That's
No.
Well,
You can weigh in at the team at 70, and then when you weigh in for individual, you're weighing in at 82.
Bigelow scores.
Bam.
What?
Bam.
No, he's
You can-
wrestling 170 right now.
Right.
Somebody said he's in the bracket.
He is at 82.
At individuals
one
at 182.
At 82.
Right, so they just weighed in for team for 170.
Right.
which
Wow.
is perfectly fine.
What a stud. I got to
Super
give him
stud.
credit for that. I
Yeah.
mean, how many times do you see that? You see the reverse of that.
Well, that's why I said he had a bunch of weigh-ins at 70. Bigelow scores first and goes up 2-1 because he gives up the escape immediately. Elwell now on, I don't know what it was, but Bigelow's now got a front headlock on him.
On the feet.
Yeah, from the feet, sorry. Bigelow does that very well, though. Now Bigelow's got him down to the mat.
Thanks, Julie, for the kudos on YouTube live chat.
She likes you?
She likes you.
Yes.
Fierce.
Knew it.
Oh, Bigelow. Oh, Bigelow had an ankle on an ankle pick, and Elwell jumped out of bounds. So,
Bigelow's stalking.
he is. This is where Bigelow's tough. Elwell, a senior, 31-3. Bigelow, a senior, 31-5. Gotta go back and look at Bigelow's record now.
Who cares? He's undefeated here recently.
31-5 is Bigelow. 34-3 is Elwell.
Undefeated recently, yeah.
Yes.
Bigelow didn't like that last shot to the head after they were out of bounds by Elwell.
You want to
KoMet
meet him in a
fans?
dark alley?
KoMet fans, after this weight class, there's only 4 left.
The wrestling season is over as a team.
If Biggs gets a win here, it's that much closer to another state championship for your Komets.
On that Apple Valley match down there, it's 4-1. Is Apple Valley leading that match?
No, Tony Watson's losing this one.
And
Expected
actually,
to lose this one.
Right after this duel,
Bigelow gets his escape immediately, and he's up 3-1.
right after this duel, Kasson will be taking on Apple Valley to determine the true state
Yeah.
champion here.
Wouldn't
in
that be
Minnesota.
sweet?
That'd be great.
Well, Apple Valley's got to win first.
Let's do it out in the back. Pay-per-view.
Pay-per-view.
Bigelow got that head stuffed underneath again. Can he get him to the mat? Oh, he reaches for that ankle pick.
Biggs got ahead of himself there a
Yeah, a little bit.
Almost got out of position. Got
Boy,
looked to his
he
rear.
felt Elwell going to take a shot, and he moved. Bigelow's got great instinct.
He predicted the future on that
Yeah,
one.
he
Cotton.
sure did. Whew.
Cotton.
Oh, Cotton.
It's from your favorite movie, Harshman.
Yeah.
Dodgeball reference.
Who doesn't appreciate a good
Ooh.
dodgeball
Ooh.
reference? Timely.
Elwell looks tough. Elwell's got. You don't want. I don't think you want to tie up upper body with Elwell here.
No,
Biggs.
you do not.
I think Biggs needs. Ooh. Elwell getting a little bit out of
Whoa.
control.
Should be a point, boy. I tell you what, he threw Bigelow way after out of bounds into the coaches.
Kasson-Mantorville fans on their feet. They like to see this.
Bigelow needs to get to a shot.
Biggs needs to blow through a
Yes,
blast
he
double
does.
out into the stands.
Elwell's just coming in like
If
crazy.
he keeps tying up upper body, I think he might get in trouble. But if Biggs gets to that blast double, Elwell's
Yep.
going to be on his butt.
Yep, I agree. Bigelow's got to get to that double. He's got to change levels.
He's not going to do it when he's all tied up. There, go from there.
Yep,
Stuff that
he
head
had
and hit
it.
it. Elwell takes a half shot. Biggs on the head now.
And the
back up
coaches
to the
really
feet.
want Bigelow to
There it
be
is.
aggressive.
Now Biggs is on the leg. Elwell stuffs it, but Biggs switches to a single right
Yeah.
at the end of the second period. So Biggs leads 3-1 going into the third. This is a good
Elwell's
match.
going to go down.
I can't tell if Elwell's tired or if he just picks his times to have flurries.
Bigelow's tired too. You can see it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, for
Man,
sure.
he is clearly not the same.
Is he
Elwell
winning
immediately up
5-2?
to his feet,
Yeah,
making
he
it
stuck
3-2
this kid
in
50
favor of
seconds
Bigelow.
last time.
So
Biggs moving forward. St. Michael gets a win there at 170, 4-2. So that's going to be 21-20. St. Michael leads going into Mark Hallville. Is this it? Is this Jeske? I don't know him by sight.
So a warning for stalling on Bigelow right there. 3-2, Bigelow leads this match. Hall against who?
That's what we're going to find out. If this is Jeske, this place.
Bigelow gets to a single.
Yes.
He needs to finish it, get it high, and
Picks
finish
it up high.
Bam, bam.
Yeah.
Bam, bam, Bigelow
Big
scores.
finishes.
Come on, back.
Elwell looks for a switch. They finally give the two. It's Jeske Hall. Jeske Hall. We're talking.
Okay, let's call that one. Bigelow's up 5-2 with 1:08 left to go.
We've got two nationally ranked wrestlers here. Very high. Hall into a single leg. Hall bumped up to meet Jeske.
Bigelow cuts Elwell. 5-3.
Hall with a takedown right off the bat with a single leg. This is where you see how good Hall is. When you get another nationally ranked wrestler and he makes him look bad. Andy up 5-3 with 40 seconds in the third period. Elwell, he's dangerous.
Yeah, he's very
If you
dangerous.
can't go
He's
upper
the
body
number
with
one
him.
kid at 182. I hope he's pretty dangerous
Yeah,
at 70.
Bigelow's wrestling a heck of a match right now. Ahead 5-3 over the number one ranked wrestler at 182.
The weight class above him.
Don't underhook him, Andy.
Andy
30
pushing in
seconds.
here, 28 seconds left, leading 5-3. We don't need to push in, Andy. You need to drop and hit the legs is what you need to do.
We are once again seeing
Andy's
exactly
in
how
danger
good.
here. Andy's in danger here. Andy's in danger. He's fighting off of his, he's going to his back.
Oh,
And he's going to get stuck.
oh. Oh, with 8 seconds to go. Bigelow had the match 5-3. It's going to make it 25-15.
Hall's got Jeske cradled. Hall's going to pin Jeske. Paul sticks Jeske. There you took away one of St. Michael's wins and you gave Apple Valley 6. Similar to what just happened on Kasson's match, only it didn't go Kasson-Mantorville's way. God!
Dang.
You've got to.
Jeske's going to cost St. Michael at least 1 point, I'm thinking, on sportsmanship.
Wow, I don't.
What did he do?
Now Aaron Berge locks up a cradle, immediately takes him right to his back, and he's going to get this pin right now.
That's a ridiculous loss.
What?
Bigelow.
Yeah, no question.
He had no business losing that. Aaron Berge wins
Comes
by
back
fall.
with the pin. So we're going to 195. The KoMets lead 31-15. Sailor Schmidt, I'm assuming they're going to run out against Noah Ryan. They got no choice right now.
Should've
Noah
been
Ryan is going to come out here. Not going to be happy with the score right now.
34-9. Could have had.
And Coach Berge having a couple of words with Noah Ryan, telling him what he. Oh, are they going to forfeit to him? No, they're not.
Rex Ziegel and Beatty, 0-0.
Now wrestling at man 185 pounds, double A.
He won 5-1 last time.
Tyson Goffman, Foley, Noah Ryan,
Dyson.
Kasson-Mantorville.
Noah Ryan into a leg.
Tyson Gothman for Foley. It is not Sailor Schmidt. They're bumping him up to 220.
So Noah can clinch here.
From St. Michael, Albertville, it's Max Jensen. Apple Valley, Prince Hamay.
Frustrating.
Yeah.
I'm sure Bigelow was more
cares?
frustrated than
You're gonna
anybody.
still win a state title.
Yeah. It's,
Well,
And he
it's
does
just-
not
he
have
won- he
any
wrestled-
losses in the individual tournament right now.
He wrestled awesome.
he did. He should have had that
Fifth-
match. He was
with 20 seconds left in the third period, though, he does not need to be pushing forward and tying up upper body when he's
Absolutely.
winning.
I
Well,
agree 100%.
But we've been telling the kid to be aggressive all year, and he's finally being aggressive.
They don't go aggressive upper body.
Yeah,
That's not
I
Bigelow's.
get it, but
That's not his.
I get it. I get
Jamie always talks about wrestle where you're strong. Wrestle where you're strong,
it. His is in and out.
and get to a leg, not go upper
Well,
body.
yeah, if a leg shot gets stuffed, Bigelow's good enough to get out of there.
Right.
After the pin by Hall at 182, Valley leads 26-20. got to think they're in good position now.
If it's 26-20, that means
'Cause they got 6
St.
more.
St. Michael did lose a team point.
Oh, really?
Because
oh,
I
yeah,
think
they
it
did.
would have made it 26-21.
And they lost the criteria now. And you've got
Yeah.
Gable Stevenson coming up, who's a guaranteed 6. So this one's
It's over officially, isn't it?
over. Yep.
Oh,
Even if St. Michael pinned twice,
Right. It's over.
Valley would win on criteria.
Oh, I got to make sure of that.
Would there be criteria?
No, because if it's a tie, they both win the title. So
Even if they've lost a team point?
Yep.
All right, so technically St. Michael could still tie it even if Stevenson pins, which
Yeah,
he
they
will. Ryan looking very good out here, up 4-1 now on Gothman. 2 takedowns and cut him once.
Noah Ryan on a quick reversal.
6-1. KoMet fans, is this duel over?
31.
They could score technically 18 points. No, it's not over yet.
Not over. No one just needs to win.
Ryan
And that-
wins this.
yeah,
It's
if
over.
he
Yep.
wins here.
And he's up 6-2. You're not going to scramble with
Ryan's
Noah
putting
Ryan.
him to his
That's-
back.
That's trouble if you're going to do that. Oh, he's so close to putting him on his back there. You know I want it in the worst way.
No.
Tell you what,
Yep.
that forfeit hurts.
Where?
What do you mean where?
Which one you're talking
By
about?
Foley?
Foley?
I mean, they're not. It wouldn't have cost them the
It's
duel,
not
but it
gonna.
would have made it more interesting. And again, you're
They
forfeiting
forfeited to
to a
Keaton Shore.
state champion.
Yeah, they forfeited Keaton Shore.
Yeah.
So
And we've lost.
yeah.
We
But
lost 2 matches that we should have won early, or we're right there in toss-ups. And then Bigelow, for sure, all he had to do was run away, and he wins that match. So things have not gone well, honestly,
No.
for
They've
the
gone about
KoMets
as
in this
well
duel.
as Foley can.
Yeah, they've gone.
could
Everything that's gone
possibly.
Foley's way could have
Left
has,
to go in, danger here.
and we're still up 31-15. I know Jamie, you know, if this is anything but the state championship, he's probably furious inside, but I don't think he'll say that since this is going to win a state championship for us. But they didn't wrestle the cleanest match.
No, they have not.
Ryan now leads 3-10. And he is turning him to his back.
With 21 seconds to go.
It's pretty deep. It's pretty deep. This could be a fall. He's got 15 seconds to squeeze. He's rolling him over the top, picking that arm up. He's
And
taking
there
it
it
nice
is.
and slow.
Come on.
That's a pin. That's a pin. Is that not a pin? Hill's jumping around like it's a pin.
Oh,
They don't want to slap the mat.
they didn't hesitate on Bigelow.
Oh, no, Bigelow wasn't there for more than a quarter second, and they slapped it.
So
But he was deep. I mean, it was a pin. I have no doubt that it was
yeah,
a pin.
I don't. 13-3, Noah Ryan leads.
Start of the third. Prince from Valley is winning 2-1 over there. He wins this. The duel's over. He's in
No,
the
there's
second
3
period.
matches left. Oh no, there's only. No,
But
the
they've
duel's
got-
not over.
Yes, it is. They've got Stevenson coming
How
up.
dare you? Anything could happen. That's 2, sir.
Oh, no.
Points? That's at least 1. Thank
Noah
you.
Ryan
Noah
got
Ryan's
him
got him on his back again.
Deep again. He's looking for the fall
Except
here,
this time he's got a minute 30 to work.
and he's lifting the head.
Ref looking for a 10 count.
Yep,
Got
and
it.
he got it finally. So
Ryan wins by fall over Gothman.
what are the KoMets going to do? They're sending Jimmy Paulson out at 220. Good for them.
This duel could easily be 40-9.
Yeah. Well, right here, this is
Actually, it could be even more than
This
worse than
is
that. It could be
Sailor
46-3.
this is the 4th ranked wrestler at 195.
This will be a tough one for Jimmy.
Yeah.
Any situation, especially giving up this much weight. that's the duel, folks. Your Komets are the state champions.
All right, we're going to shut her down from here. Thanks for listening.
No, we're sticking with
sorry.
you.
2-2 over there in Apple Valley, St. Michael.
What?
Paulson 0-0 so far with Schmidt from Foley. Paulson on the take a shot and Schmidt stuffed it. Paulson's given up a lot of
weight here.
This is Jimmy Paulson, not Brett Paulson. Kenyon looks like they got a big one.
Well, they had to have it. Oh, no.
Still, it's going to be 5-3, Kenyon Wanamingo.
Yeah. They gave him 2 near fall. I didn't know he gave him near fall. He's going to cut him, so he needs a takedown.
No, I think the Komets have had to struggle through some things in this one. Some adversity, no doubt about it. 3 matches all went against us. Could be 49-3 right now.
Jimmy Paulson, you like what you've seen out of Jimmy Paulson so far, though. 0-0 with the 4th-ranked 195-pounder in the state, who's 33-3.
And Jimmy's in on a shot.
Yeah.
On the edge, they go out of bounds.
It should be 7-4 because he cut him.
Jimmy's going to finish the period here 0-0.
Nice job by Jimmy Paulson.
Very nice.
So you want to know how tough kids coming up into this program are? Here's another sophomore right here from Jimmy Paulson. That's pretty
Jimmy
darn
just
tough.
needs to put on 30 pounds in the offseason. And that's no joke. If he put on 30 pounds, it'd be beautiful. Jimmy starts on top in the second, tries to ride, keeps an ankle, goes out of bounds.
I don't want Jimmy to end up on the mat with him, though.
Prince from Valley up 3-2 over Jensen out of St. Michael. If Prince wins this, it's a done deal. Valley's once again going to be your state champions at AAA.
You can't count them out. How dare you? Hey, we just saw a nationally ranked kid get pinned. Anything can happen.
Jimmy gets reversed there.
Yep.
We saw a nationally ranked kid get pinned against the best wrestler in the country.
Maybe ever.
Possibly.
It could be argued.
Well, I was telling Harfman, you ever heard of Nolf out of Penn State? Currently ranked number 1 in the country.
Jimmy Paulson
Pearson?
gets his escape.
Jason Nolf.
What's that?
Have you heard of Nolf out of Penn State? Ranked number 1 in the country?
Jason who?
Nolf.
Is it Nolf?
Yeah, N-O-L-F.
You haven't? Anyway, he's dominating the entire college scene out of Penn State, number 1 in the country. Hall wrestled him and beat him pretty badly about 9 months ago.
I don't follow college wrestling like I used to, with the Gophers being not good at wrestling.
You know what? It was really fun watching at Iowa State, though. That was a great duel. They look good. Prince now down 4-3. St. Michael's still alive. Stalling on St. Michael. Valley's going to lose this one. Valley's going to lose this one. Jimmy. Did Jimmy get an escape and then got taken down?
Now he got taken back down.
So Jimmy trailing 1-4. And that's your match. So St. Michael comes through with that one over Prince. Problem is, folks, you've got a Gable Stevenson.
They're wrestling him right here. They're going to
end
the duel right here.
On a Lang down there, so Frazee trying to beat Donkers essentially is what they're the other Donkers. There's Griffin Perriott right there.
Jimmy Paulson starts the third underneath. gets to his feet. He gets returned to the mat. So returned pretty hard too. Does build a base, or close to it. Now he's got the base built.
So we've got Evan Ronson, who's a good wrestler, very good wrestler, ranked top 1 or 2 in the state out of STMA, versus Gable Stevenson, who's better and ranked number 1 in the nation as a sophomore at 220. And as we've discussed, I think he will be considered one of the top heavyweights of all time by the time he's done wrestling in college. If I had to guess. Stevenson just bowls Ronson over straight to his back. They're out of bounds now, so he got 2 back points. Jimmy Paulson, meanwhile, trailing 4-2.
So he's 4-2 with a minute left to go in the third against a wrestler who's 30-3. Jimmy Paulson wrestling a whale of a match.
He is wrestling well. Goodness. We have a lot to look forward to, KoMet fans.
Do we not?
You guys are going to love watching this team next year if it comes together like everyone thinks it will, because
Jimmy Paulson on the head. Wow.
There's not going to be a weak spot in that lineup.
Nope.
I mean, you're already talking about a team that's pretty solid all the way through, and now we're talking about a team that can be even better than this year's team. That's the only reason I say you really need to go to the Clash, because I feel like you guys can be a top 10 team in the country next year.
20 seconds to go here. Jimmy needs to score if he's going to win this, but he's still wrestling a heck of a match. It looks like he's going to
Schmidt's so heavy on the head, and Jimmy won't give up, but Schmidt goes a couple different ways and gets the score.
So it's going to be 6-2. That looks like this match is going to end. Nice match by Jimmy Paulson.
Very nice, very nice.
So Brett Paulson going to come out for the final dual match for the KoMets this year. They're going to be leading 37-18. The state championship's wrapped up, but Jimmy Paulson is going to give it everything he's got. And
Brett Paulson?
Or Brett. And I think my prediction is Brett Paulson ends this with a bang.
Whoa, a bang?
A bang.
Brett Paulson is dangerous, and he never quits. He's one of the funnest wrestlers on the entire, one of the most fun wrestlers to watch on this KoMet squad, because he's almost always outsized, wrestling where he's at, and he's got heart, and he's a finisher. So
don't you think the development of those two this year has really made you guys feel like you can be that top 10 nationally ranked team?
Absolutely. If those two both put about 20 pounds of muscle on and continue to improve, that's going to make us very, very tough to beat next year.
They're football players, so I assume they will.
Yeah. Right? Yeah, I would guess they will put on some weight. Big boy Brett's wrestling right here. He's going to have to fight.
His name is Bem Boom. You think he ain't big?
Is it Bem Boom?
That's who it is.
Boar Booms. Now we got Bem Booms?
Bem Boom.
Ben Boom Paulson to end this duel.
KoMet fans, if it hadn't sunk in, we have another state championship to put up on the sign outside of the school and coming into town. So we were in a drought for 50 years, and the last 4 years we've put 5 up on that wall. Hopefully we'll get a couple more in the next couple of years.
Well, we've got the girls basketball team.
Girls basketball still alive.
They're
just starting, right?
They're just starting, and we wish them the best of luck.
Absolutely.
They will be covered right here on whatever we're going to call it.
Van Ort, you're doing that, right?
I'm not doing that, no.
Ben Boom so long. Brett's having all kinds of fits with him. So
my contract only covers wrestling, guys.
So
my free contract.
You got a big contract.
What do you mean free? You know Kent Harfman.
I'm actually a little bit in the hole from buying all this equipment.
Yeah. I bet you are.
Harfman, you bought some stuff too.
Yeah, well.
We're team players.
Brett.
We're givers.
Brett scores!
I'm telling you.
Ben Boom tried a headlock, and Brett had none of that. Nice job by Brett Paulson. Goes ahead 2-0. 30 seconds to go in the third. Can he ride Ben Boom? He's just so big.
In the first.
Doesn't look like he
Stevenson up 16-4, and Ronson hasn't pinned him yet. Ronson fighting back. Now it's 18-4. Stevenson's going to get the tech.
Ben Boom gets a takedown, by the way.
With that tech, Apple Valley wraps up their umpteenth state title in a row.
Tell you what,
05, I guess.
Kenyon really needs to clinch here. And this is not an easy matchup for Seth. Jonah Lang is bumped up here. They needed to get the win.
10 points is a lot to overcome.
It's 8.
26 to 18. That's 8 points.
Brett Paulson goes underneath to start the second. He gets his, Ben Boom gives him escape and making it 3-3. Brett doesn't want to hook up upper body. Ben Boom does now really want to hook up upper body. Brett wants nothing to do with that wisely.
How did this get to 3-3?
Because Brett started underneath and he got his escape.
Oh, okay.
So dual score 37-18. Brett trying to figure out how he scores on this big, long kid.
And Gable Stevenson ties up the state championship for Apple Valley in the AAA division with a tech fall over Evan Ronson.
What do you mean ties up?
Well, it's 31-23 going to heavy.
It means clinched it.
That's what I mean.
You said tied up.
He
just said locked up.
Locked it up.
Yeah.
Taken care of. Done deal.
Brett Paulson, 48 seconds to go in the second period. Battling here, battling with a lot of heart too, trying to close this out. Looks like he's very close to getting taken down.
Here's what I will say about.
He gets taken down. He's down 5-3.
Kenyon Wanamingo. You do realize they have not allowed a bonus point still in this duel. They've lost 6 matches in this duel. So right now it's 6-6, and yet they lead by 8. That's what happens. You got a couple of pinners to start the duel.
12 seconds to go here in the second. Brett Paulson trails this 5-3.
12 seconds left. That's not a lot of time to get out on a guy this big.
No, it's not. So it looks like this period is going to end, and it's going to be 5-3, and Brett's going to go on top, I'm assuming. He wants to go down. Ben Boom goes down, which is where I'd like to see him. Give Brett a chance anyhow on top. Ben Boom drops. Brett chops an arm. Ben Boom tries a roll. Brett
get there.
Follows, and he just pushes him away. So they're going back to their feet. 6-3 here in the third.
We've got.
I really don't think Kenyon wants to put this in the hands of their heavyweight. Now, Austin Jackson has improved a ton, and I don't think he gets stuck, which is what Frazee would need to win. But they're heavyweights. When they get on their back, really hard to get up.
Yep, you're right.
So I really think, I think Jonah Lang is a state entrant as well, but at 95.
He looks like he's a good-sized kid, though.
He is. And Seth Donkers isn't a big
nice.
220,
Paulson gets the leg deep. He would have taken him down had he had some more space,
right.
But they did go out of bounds.
I'm honestly a little surprised that Kenyon didn't. Maybe they didn't have the option here. Yes, Seth Donkers scores.
To go up 2-1 down there. Brett Paulson's got 50 seconds here to work, down 6-3.
He would clinch Kenyon's first ever state title with a win. Uh-oh.
And he got reversed. Brett Paulson gets warned for stalling here. Now he's got double unders. Got the body lock on as they go out of bounds. He's trailing 6-3 with 33 seconds. Just too much size here so far for Paulson.
Yeah.
giving up about 6 inches or 8 inches in height and probably 45 pounds, 35
Probably.
to 45. Paulson's got body lock, but look at that. Bemboom just literally picking him up off the feet with underhooks.
13 seconds left to go.
Paulson drives. Paulson drives, gets the hips in. Body lock. Can he do it again? Not quite. Oh, he would have too.
Wow, he would have. 6-3. Paulson loses. KoMets win the duel 37-21.
And KoMets are your 2016 Class AA state champions. Congratulations, Kasson-Mantorville KoMet wrestlers and coaches. That was 3-6, right?
Yep. So
Foley showed up. You got to give them credit. They won a lot of close ones.
Yeah, man,
more than we did.
Considering they forfeited, I know.
Yeah.
I know it was at 26,
That's
but
a 3-point difference.
you do know that was a switch because they had forfeited at 32 and 38 the previous 2 duels.
right, so they picked the weight they wanted to forfeit.
Right. So I'm saying they tried to minimize the damage of the forfeit.
Yep.
Donkers has got to get up. He's on bottom here.
Yeah, so we're going to watch the far mat here. Kenyon Wanamingo.
Before I go down there, I can't leave with.
Kenyon Wanamingo leads 26-18. We're at 220 pounds. Frazie's winning this match right here, which would make it 21-26 going into heavyweight.
I think Foley's going to be very happy with this tournament. Beating Simley the way they did and then keeping it much closer than I honestly thought it would be. They did a nice job, and the KoMets, they did what they came to do. So you can't take that state championship away.
You can't?
Nope.
I didn't know that. I thought you could.
No, you can't.
Great dual season for our 3 seniors.
Yep.
Andy Bigelow, Aaron Berge.
Well, and it's
Hayden
not over
Johnson.
yet. We can get some more titles, some individual titles,
Get 2.
hopefully. 2 or 3. Be nice.
Well, Caden can't win a title. I'm talking about seniors. Sorry.
Oh, I see.
Seth Donkers gets to his feet.
For those of you listening, we're going to stick, obviously stay here till the end of the Class A final. If you're a Kasson-Mantorville fan that's going to take off, thank you for listening.
45 seconds left to go in this match down there. It's all tied up at 3-3. This could determine the duel right here, folks. Kenyon Wanamingo needs, I feel like they really need to get this match. I don't know what Ben thinks.
Oh, I do because I don't think they're going to get pinned at heavyweight, but they're heavyweights.
So you never know. You don't want to leave it to chance.
.26 seconds as they go back out of bounds.
Yeah, keep me posted as I'm typing in these box
Jonah-
scores.
Both guys tired. Jonah Lang definitely more aggressive, but Donkers holding position better. Let's put it that way. We're going to go to overtime here, folks.
KoMets coaches, wrestlers all hugging each other. They put in a lot of time, guys.
Yep.
If you haven't had a child in that program or been in the coaching staff, I don't think you understand how much time.
Get it! Drive! But he's stuck under there.
There's no other program that's even close.
Oh, no!
He's going to get
No,
he
not
doesn't
yet.
have it hooked yet.
Not yet. There's nothing.
He's in a bad spot.
Has he got the leg hook, though? He's got the leg hook.
Yeah, he's in trouble.
So that's going to go to Frazee, and it's going to go to heavyweight within 5 or within 6. It's going to be a 5-point difference. Kenyon Wanamingo just needs to stay off their back at heavyweight, but like Mr. Fierson said, it's heavyweight. Anything can happen. Frazee, heavyweight. Looks like it'll be Tanner Tapp, 21-14 versus Kenyon Wanamingo's Austin Jackson, 24-9.
So STMA Valley final score 31-26 in favor of Valley. And so another championship goes to the Valley.
And Jackson pinned him last time.
Okay.
Kenyon, all they got to do is win here at heavy, and they're state champs.
All they got to do is not get
not
pinned.
get pinned.
That's it.
Well, not get tacked. They don't want to tie either. They don't want to share.
Let's be realistic. This kid's not scoring 15 points this season.
Well said.
26-21 is the dual score with Kenyon and Frazee.
Oh, this is not what Matt Ryan needed.
Oh,
Not that he can lose more hair, because he doesn't have any.
I think they're fine.
I do too.
I think they're perfectly fine. Oh.
This is what I'm saying.
Austin Jackson.
He's got to realize he just can't get stuck.
ooh, my.
I don't know that he saved anything there. He was coming back around.
No, I meant if he gets tripped back to his back, that's trouble in a body lock.
But
like
he
that.
had regained his balance, and he was coming back around.
You're right. You just, as a coach, you don't want heavyweights going body lock.
They don't want this match to count. That's
No.
what they want as a coach.
You're right.
I got to get my voice recorder and go do some interviews? What did I just do with it? I just had it.
This.
Yeah, wouldn't it be sweet to see the Valley and KM wrestle it out for the true
I'm pretty
team
sure
state
they're doing that
champion?
later tonight.
Yeah, I don't
Back
think
at the
so.
hotel.
This is the first time I've seen the KoMet wrestlers smile all day. They look like they're relaxed.
That's nothing. That's no
Relax, and they're gonna call it a day.
Tell you what.
Say wow,
this
Hartford.
Frazee kid is he's active and he's after it.
What
He
the
knows what he
heck
needs to
did I
do.
with my voice recorder?
Yeah. Oh, why not? You got nothing to lose.
Still 0-0 down there.
Yes.
So this is a better heavyweight match than you'll see in a lot of state tournament matches. I'll just tell you down at the far end. These two are quality heavyweights.
Yeah, but every second this keeps going.
No question. And the Frazee kid knows exactly what he needs to do. He's looking to lock up and throw every opportunity he gets.
Yeah,
And it's not sloppy throw.
there's no risk that's too great right now in this
No.
situation. You can take every risk he needs to take and just go for the pin every single move.
You see how the Kasson-Mantorville coaches are watching the duel down there. They know
not
what's
Jamie
going on.
Hyatt.
He's being interviewed.
He's
Yeah, I
being
know, but I'm just saying, you
besieged
said
by the
all of
price.
them were.
by the
Well, the
press.
ones that aren't interviewing.
Total
are
lie.
saying.
All right, guys, I'm going to bail on you.
All right,
I'm going to
hey,
go down there.
Mr. Pearson, we'll see you tomorrow.
Thanks, Pearson.
Yeah.
Thanks for.
You know, I'm sorry I couldn't bring anything to the broadcast, but
You gonna
know,
be here tomorrow, Pearson?
I don't know. We'll see if I'm not.
Because I
busy.
don't know if I'll be here. I'm saying helping out with the
I
broadcast.
shouldn't. Tomorrow is easier than the next day, I guess.
All right.
You're thinking about not being here?
Well, I for sure can't be here the entire day.
Okay. Yeah, I'll hook up with Hartman.
Uh-oh. Frazee reverses.
Yeah.
All right,
Austin Jackson just
I'm going
can't lay
down.
in the bottom.
All right,
All right.
see you,
Thank you,
Pearson.
Mr. Pearson.
Need
Yep.
to get past this here.
Yeah, he needs to get past. Let's let it go. So 2-0, Frazee leads that heavyweight match, but Austin Jackson has not been in any danger at this point. He knows his job is just to stay off his back. Hope some little kids are watching how to stay off your back. So Caden Harfman sitting here watching attentively. Understands how to stay off his back. Understands the job that Austin Jackson needs to do out there.
Yeah, Frazee is
He's active, isn't he?
he's active, he's aggressive. This is his chance to be a hero of biblical proportions.
He's crawling back to the middle even though he's on top. He doesn't even want to waste any energy getting up.
No, why would you?
Now all the KoMets are standing there watching. The whole team has moved up a mat and a half to watch the duel. Austin Jackson, an opportunity to get an escape right here. He's unable to at this point. 18 seconds left to go in this second period. 2-0. Crazy leads this match.
What's Jackson going to choose in the third?
I don't know. I'd go on top, I think.
He already got reversed,
That's
though.
okay, but it's just less time you have to worry about getting put to your back.
Yeah. Interesting choice.
I would go on top. He's going to go underneath. But this is the place you can get turned. I don't know that I'd go here. Austin Jackson just cannot get flattened out here in this last 2 minutes. Austin Jackson tries to sort of roll.
Tries the fat man roll. Tanner Tapp flattens him out. Both teams' fans, obviously, all the way on their feet right now.
Awesome.
1:30 in the third. Stalling call, not that it matters. The only way it matters if he stalled out.
Right. Austin Jackson laying underneath. Tries to come up once in a while. Crazy coaches are saying,
Uh-oh.
oh, he doesn't have the butcher. He's going to have to cut him. He doesn't know how to turn him. I don't really think he does.
Either cut him or go around front and go for a cow catcher or something like that. Browski.
Austin Jackson wants a roll. You can see it.
Crazy coaches are saying go on your feet.
Yep, cut him in the Frazee.
And he cuts him. 3-1, Tapp over Jackson. Tapp going for the highlight reel here. He's got underhooks.
And he throws him, but he gets thrown to his back. He tried it.
He had to. He had nothing to lose.
He's going to make it 3-3, which at least goes to overtime then for them, really.
Right. Well, then if you're Kenyon, do you just lay down on the mat and give him the easy two in overtime? No, it's actually, yeah, it should be 3-3. They're just late in updating the scoreboard. 15 seconds left. They're telling him to cut him. They're telling Jackson to cut him. He's not cutting him. They're getting off, he said. And Kenyon's are state champs.
Wow. There you go.
What
Final
you have?
dual score, 26-24.
What you've got here, ladies and gentlemen, is two state champs out of the HVL. Kenyon at single A, Kasson-Mantorville at double A. You can't tell me that that's something that's happened very often before, if ever. So congratulations to Southeast Minnesota, HVL Conference. Kenyon Wanamingo, Kasson-Mantorville both bringing titles home. It's been a good day, Kent.
It has. We will see you in the morning, 9 o'clock. The KoMet start wrestling.
Yeah, so we'll probably have a feed up slightly before then. I don't know if it'll just be Harfman and Pearson or if I'll be part of the deal.
Yep.
But
it's okay.
So check back for YouTube updates if you're looking for updates. In the meantime, have a good night and go KoMets.